have a co-host tonight. We have a special guest, but you know they're not physically here with me, so we're setting something up with like Discord, and I'll get him patched through, and he'll come through as the desktop audio. So he'll be here. His voice will be here. So, you know, we tested the astral projection. That's exactly what it is. Regular Magic Unicorn. Hey everyone. Welcome to Gatorbox. I'll go through this really quickly. He is astrally projecting himself by force of sheer will. He's manifesting himself in the room with me. But it's not like... You can only, like... Okay. I'm not, like... I don't know a lot about, like... the astrology, right? Astronomy is the real one. Astrology is the, you know... horoscopes and stuff. Mercury is in retrograde, so I'm not well read on that. So, but I know like when you do that and you manifest yourself someplace, I know it's like you do the voice, the spirit, the energy, but like transmitting the physical body. That's extremely hard. That's an advanced maneuver. I know we're in the middle of playing Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric for the Wii U. I still got everything set up right over here. But tonight's stream, we're doing something different, kind of spur of the moment. A good friend of mine from the robot combat scene has, you know, been periodically bugging me over the years, and he's wanted to do this stream for a little while now. Basically, there was a show on Discovery Channel back in 2009. It was a 3-episode pilot, and they hailed it as being made by the creators of Mythbusters, which in 2009 Mythbusters was like hot shit, top of the world. However, it was a vehicular combat show, but as it turns out, it was like totally staged. And it was like really obvious that it was staged. So the show did not get picked up, and it got canceled. But they did air the pilot once. They aired all 3 episodes once, and then never again. So it took some time to I can see my buddy in Discord, he's telling me autistic analysis. I don't know if he's saying that's what I'm doing right now, or if he's implying that's what we're gonna get into doing tonight, because we're gonna watch all 3 episodes. Oh, he's okay. I see him. I have him muted right now. I'm gonna patch him in just a second. He says that's what we're getting into. Okay. I wasn't sure if he was shit talking to me while I had him on mute. The show was called Weaponizers, and it was 3 episodes long. Aired across 3 weeks in 2009. Never got aired again. This is the complete series. It is regular Magical Unicorn. I had down... I forget... I can't really remember who did what, but I had all 3 episodes downloaded on my computer from like a torrent website literally 15 years ago. And I had them so I could write an article about the website... not the website, about the show, making fun of it. And I had these episodes downloaded. But as it turns out, like... it almost became like lost media until I realized I've been sitting on these episodes on a hard drive for like a decade, and I'm like, oh, no, people want to see this, and I'm like the only person that I know of who has copies of it. So I put it on the Internet Archive. So you guys can actually watch this if you want. You can look it up. It's on the account that they banned because I uploaded the BattleBots episodes, which I had permission to do, by the way. I had permission from BattleBots to upload the Comedy Central episodes to the Internet Archive, and they zapped my account anyways. Those fuckers. Let me introduce my friend here. I haven't mentioned his name yet. I've been leading up to it. So, the person I'm going to introduce, his internet name is Fusion, but I'm going to call him Mark. You know, he's probably gonna call me Andre and not Draco, right? Because we kind of know each other in like the robot combat circuit. We really don't know each other by our you know, usernames. So it's just not what we do. So he and I share a common interest. We met at the Dallas Robot Combat event in 2017. I've met him at a live taping of BattleBots back in I think it was 2022. There was an event in Houston called Robotica that I was a volunteer at, and he was also a volunteer. He was like one of the commentators, so we networked there. He's been a fan of BattleBots Update for a long time. He's been a huge fan of BattleBots. He is the reason why I was able to dump the BattleBots GameCube prototype. Right? He kind of like, you know, I guess he let me take the bullet, right? In case something bad were to happen. He's like, I'll convince that idiot Draco to do it. So, without further ado, let me patch him in. Let me, how do I unmute someone on Discord? I think I've done it. Mark, can you hear me? Are you among the living?
No, I can hear you. I mean, can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I can hear you good. I guess all that's left to determine is whether or not chat can hear him.
all right. Chat, Autistic Internet Cabal, can you hear me?
Yes, can you?
It's taking a lot of effort to astrally project here, you know.
Yeah, he's manifesting his energy. You can sense the spirit now. So I'm getting ready to go. I invite you guys to kick back. I got right here. I got a Balls energy drink, and got this chunk of metal to open it up with. Pop that bad boy off. By golly.
Oh dear.
Here we go.
I mean, do I have to crack open the old Gatorbox article on this show? Because Lord have mercy, this is going to be a pain.
Oh, like the article I wrote about not Robo Games, Weaponizers back in like 2009?
Yeah, Weaponizers, what'd you call it again? A failed experiment in special effects?
Yes, Weaponizers, a failed experiment in special effects. We can talk about that at the end. Talk about it at the end if we have time.
Fair point.
Okay,
fair point.
So I'm going to hop on over. I got this. I need to update the Sonic thing that says we're playing Sonic Boom. This first episode is called Medieval Mayhem. Straight from... You're right, I'm sorry. So without further ado, here's this terrible show.
In Desert Wasteland, two teams of highly specialized builders vehicles in remote-controlled machines of destruction.
Broadcast in high definition.
Cast in high definition, but recorded in 720p.
Well, this one could get worse.
Look at these guys. These badasses.
Ended up doing some other stuff, I think.
One of the guys on this show looks like the guy from Monster Garage. Jesse James?
God. I don't know, that could be Jimmy, but that looks so beautiful.
Oh man, he's got a mace. Look at how cool this guy is.
I
don't know, Geek Boy, what could go wrong? That guy. That looks like the Monster Garage guy.
Yeah, I think that is the guy.
I don't think it's him. I think it's a lookalike.
Leave it to y'all to bring a knife to a gunfight.
What is he?
What? Okay, they're just shooting stuff. You know, I actually had to look up through IMDb what the name of this episode was. I didn't realize it just says it at the start of the show.
The war begins. The teams control their vehicles remotely. The goal? Obliterate the opponent. But first, the guys check out the weapons they'll be packing on their vehicles.
Everything you're about to see in this show is fake, I swear to God. All this, Mark says those are live rounds. I'm convinced they're Hollywood blanks.
No, pause it. Because we have the power to pause this.
Yeah, we can pause this.
So these, going off this, because I do gun stuff aside from robot stuff, these are Browning M1919 light machine guns.
Oh, no.
Chambered in 30-06. This one actually appears to have been rechambered. See how the brass is a bit smaller? But see how it also has the actual bullet sticking out of it. If these were blanks, they would be just crimped on the end of the brass case. There would be no bullet at all.
Okay, so
these are live rounds that they're handling right now.
So that's true. So you can, I think you guys can see my cursor. Yeah, you guys can see my cursor. I'm pointing out the belt of bullets at the little copper tips, because we can see the copper tips. That means it's live ammo. That means I'm okay. There are parts of this show where I think they are using live ammunition for demonstration purposes, but at other times, I swear to God, they're shooting blanks.
That 2000 CGI.
These guns will be mounted on each team's vehicle.
They're gonna shoot the. Oh God, they got it. Now those are live rounds.
Holy crow, man. It's nice looking, huh? That is a weapon.
Jimmy Shine, a world-class
His name is Jimmy. It's not Jesse James.
land speed driving records.
His name is Jimmy. It's close.
Skill set to Weaponizers.
Yeah, he's on some show that's on Mech Plus. I don't remember what it's called, but
Jimmy is partnered up with Andrew McLaren.
Team Jimmy Andrew. Great name. Oh, this guy's a Marine. We can't make fun of him.
Each team will have
He's a badass.
positioned on their vehicles. That's 1,100 rounds per minute per team. With that much firepower, the two teams check out exactly what they'll be using and facing for the big matchup.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah, let's see what this gun can do.
God, look how cool they are.
that is actually very hard.
Industrial designers specializing in metal fabrication and pyrotechnics.
Now you know he just worked on all the special effects for this show.
You probably did.
Cowboy James Holland.
Oh, this is Cowboy, but his power word is James Holland.
And Demolition Derby driver.
He's I honestly believe that the guy who's nicknamed Cowboy is probably a Demolition Derby driver.
This
He
is my
could
first
be.
time firing an automatic weapon, and I guess there's just no going back now.
Oh, you've got to be lying. You're in special effects and you've never shot a machine gun before? Come on.
Take a shot. Let's see if I can't get this in the first one.
See if we can shoot this castle thing from a high school play.
There's Tannerite. Beautiful.
Man, we just
See,
got this shit.
Mark is convinced there's tannerite behind these signs,
550
which,
rounds a minute. Who's a stupid
if something concussive hits it with shock, it will explode. That, I think that's fake.
I think that one
During the
was.
competition, each team will command their vehicle and their weapons by remote control from
This
protected
is smart.
underground
This is
bunkers.
actually genuinely smart. I think the concept is actually pretty good.
And use an attached
Oh, no, I think so too. I just think they should have done it for real. Like, you guys are gonna see, they like draw out all this stuff. You know, they like had this show something fierce. They've cut to things they've already shown before. They reuse takes, but because I think they were afraid if they just let the cars fight for real, they'd get like only 15 seconds of footage. But they could just loop that for an hour and I'd watch it.
vicious vehicles. For this twisted tournament, Jimmy and Andrew will weaponize a shuttle bus. Cowboy and Rusty.
Shuttle
and
bus
Bulldog
versus an RV camper. Guys, look at this.
I think our heat's better than your heat.
Yeah, definitely.
Our heat was gonna kick the crap out of your heat.
Get these things back to the garage. And tear
It's a
them
pretty
up.
fair fight, to be fair.
They spent a whole $2,000 on that thing. They're really breaking the budget here. They didn't even take the stickers off the winch. Look at this.
I'm glad Cash for Clunkers actually made money off this show. He didn't even shut the door. Look at
What's
that.
the point? What's the point? Where is this? They were just driving in the middle of nowhere, and then there's like jump cut. There's like a whole
And they'll mount
thing
two live ammunition
in the
and
desert.
machine guns onto their vehicle to tear each other apart. With 6 days to go before the competition, it's time to formulate the battle plan.
Well, let's pause this real quick. Let's pause this real quick so we can go over a few things.
All right.
So yeah, they literally just took a warehouse and they rented the warehouse out and filled it up with, you know, your standard machine shop stuff and said, hey, here you guys go. You got like a week between these episodes to, you know, convert this crap into a fighting machine, which is a cool idea. I like the idea. This
I
is the
do
right
too.
way to do it. I mean, I honestly think that if the idea of weaponizers happened again, even if you did the whole, like, you know, challenge thing in the beginning and the fighting thing came afterwards and, you know, there was whatever interlude there, I mean, that would actually still be something that people would watch today. And it would be cheaper than combat robotics because you're just cutting up clunkers instead of putting 40K into a big 250-pound robot.
I mean, we saw that the RV, the camper, only it didn't even cost them $2,000. It's actually it was like $18.95 is what they paid for it.
Hold on,
Compared,
this is $2,009. So
oh, that's
where
true.
are we now?
You got to adjust for
let me look
inflation.
that
So
up.
what's it like? It's like $5,000 just about.
I mean, hold on. Let me look it up here.
We gotta bust out the Bidenomics calculator.
The dollar has lost 31% of its value since 2009. Oh my god. Oh my god. That how is it lost? Hold on, 18,
You're telling me, so if the dollar's lost that much value since 2009, what you're saying is Joe Biden's been playing the long game.
So that's like $2,700 today.
Okay, so $2,700. But so again, $2,700 for the RV adjusted for inflation, compared to what, like $40,000 is what the robot like Bite Force or Endgame cost.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, like, compare this: $2,700 in current money. Jackpot at its cheapest, from my recollection,
it was like
cost
$7,000.
$5K.
$5K. Okay.
No, it was $5K. Actually, was it? No, I believe it was $5K, but that didn't include all the spare parts and whatnot. But it was. But yeah, you could make 2 of these for the price of 1 jackpot. That's the level of.
See, look at that. And jackpot, a lot of bang for the buck. Not a bad BattleBot. So just think if you extrapolated the value to something like, Hypershock that costs tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine all the junker RVs you could buy with that. You could have an 8-car melee going on down there. Oh, look at this drawing. Look at this. Fucking Jesse James busting out the... All right,
now,
Jimmy.
what makes him the weapon specialist? I don't get that. Is it just because he's a Marine?
Yeah, he's got a pierced ear. That makes him the weapon specialist.
And actually take the motor and drivetrain out of it and actually mount it in the bus. So you'd have 2 wheels spinning outside the side of the bus. And then we build our axes or our sword blades, whatever it is, and it spins.
So the plan
Oh,
is
you
to
will.
take a second vehicle apart, strip it down to an engine and drivetrain, mount that onto the main.
Oh, this is the vehicle. Okay, this, yeah. Look at this fucking thing they built. It's not even spinning the right way.
Rusty and Cowboy better come up with something mean to match that kind of medieval mayhem.
Well, no, it would be because you'd want to. Oh gosh. Because you'd want to hit the. You'd want to hit the engine from the top.
That's true. Carved down. Also, I don't know if you guys caught it, but they said they name dropped the name of the episode a second ago.
Cowboy, an engineer by trade, and Rusty,
I'm all out of
an
balls. I drank it all already.
part-time pyro freak.
We're like 10 minutes into the first episode. I'm out.
To devise a seriously
A pyro
explosive
freak.
device.
Even so, if it's got a decent amount of thermal mass to it, and we get into the other vehicle somehow, we could.
This guy's wearing his gamer glasses.
Thermic lamps. Nah, it's not gonna work.
It's got to filter out that blue light so he can get the headshots in Modern Warfare.
Rusty and Cowboy's rocket should match up nicely with Jimmy and Andrew's medieval battle axes.
Look at this. They're gonna put rockets in there.
Blades. Jimmy
Wait until you guys see what kind of rockets they get. You're gonna love it. Oh, look at this guy. I believe the tool he's using is called a Halligan.
I called that.
I know, like, this is like Mythbusters money, the same producers, and they trash all kinds of shows. I mean, cars on Mythbusters. So you gotta wonder, like, when they bought these cars, if they bought them from the same junker lot, I bet the guy was like, "Oh, which myth are you testing this time?"
Look at that.
They made a convertible out of it. Look at that.
I saw a show once where John Cena had a guy literally strip a Corvette down to the frame, and they drove it around without the panels on it and everything. It looked just like that.
and make room for their rocket weapon.
Oh my gosh, why are you even bothering?
They gotta make weight.
You
gotta get rid of the little oven.
Back end off of it.
Somebody to clean this mess up for us.
Perfectly good stove right there. You can cook a lot of
Go
nuggies.
clean up. Go clean up, Script.
That's pretty mean looking.
I am curious about the other team and what they've got going on in there.
Oh, look at the giant grenade next to it.
They've got another
Something
vehicle
awful
that
was
they're
here.
Cutting up today. I think that they could be
Yeah.
coming up with a very strong
Back before
weapon system
Low-Tax
like
had that
something
big
that's got a lot of torque
downward
and power to
spiral.
it.
Where's the forklift? Maybe she just bounced on top of the car.
I mean, you could have been having the spirals back far back as 2009. It was very protracted.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're doing it.
Okay, all clear.
Look at this guy hanging out the side of the forklift. Wow.
Yes.
Oh my god. What a prank. What a prank!
That's beautiful.
Wow,
I
epic!
can't get the door off.
What an epic fail!
Up next, Cowboy and Rusty test explosives.
Here, you see them testing out the explosives they're gonna use? You see him
No,
literally holding?
Doing the job.
Those fireproof suits actually only cost like $40. They're real cheap.
They spent more on the fireworks than they did on the suit.
I know, right?
But Cowboy
Actually, Leatherface, this could be the Mythbusters quarry. It could be the same place, because it's the same producers. So, they would have had access to all of the same shooting locations.
Well, yeah. Just the random harmonica. Oh my gosh.
That's a Mythbusters staple.
That they'd recently gutted.
This guy's still wearing the gamer glasses.
All right, fellas. Save the cheap shots for the competition field. There's too much work to be done now. The next step for Rusty and Cowboy is to strategically plate their vehicle with armor. The plan is to use just
Look at
enough
this.
armor
This, pictured above,
such as
strategic
rifles,
armor plating.
controls, and weapons, but not so much that they'll weigh it down, leaving them vulnerable.
To be fair, I mean, to be fair, that is where you would want armor. The only useful thing
Yeah,
on that car is the
you
gas tank
don't really
and
gotta
the-
protect the sides of the RV where the stove used to be.
This is going to be our main triangle.
Well, yeah, but that whole back thing's completely useless.
This-
I mean, it's just where the weapons are.
This beam right there, that's a load-bearing beam. They can't let that get damaged, otherwise the whole house of cards comes tumbling down.
Yeah, and that machine gun falls off.
Looks pretty doggone good to me.
I like how every time a graphic appears on screen, there's a little explosion for the text to go on top of. Every time.
Over
Beautiful.
in the other garage, Andrew and Jimmy are starting.
They're really getting their money's worth out of that $4.99. There it is again! The Shutterstock explosion.
You know, I think someone in chat asked whether or not which was better, this or Twisted Metal. This was definitely better because at least there was actual, real like cars running into each other.
Yeah, that's debatable. Is that the bus from Death Race? It's hard to say.
Just as important as a strong.
I don't know which came first. I mean, well, there's the original Death Race, then there's the Jason Statham one.
It could be that Green Goblin truck.
Yeah, Maximum Overdrive.
Yep. You know, I think I know the guy who owns the front end of that. That's pretty much all that's left of it.
Yeah.
Cowboy and Rusty head out to the desert to test different explosives for their rocket weapon.
Clear Black has recognized the RV as Cousin Eddie from Twisted Metal Head On. That was the PSP game. That was a good one.
Hold on, go back. Did you see that?
Knows that it
Watch this. Look at that. He gets his hand blown back by the blast.
It's just a firework. Look at that. Those are fireworks down there, man. You can buy those at the little shacks that are only open for like 10 days before July 4th and New Year's. They sell that shit straight up.
to test out the
I know,
accuracy of
right?
the rockets. Cowboy and Rusty sight up an exploding target, wire in an electric match to ignite the rocket's fuse, then head back to a safe zone.
We gotta remote ignition this
What
fucking
safe zone?
$20 firework.
So hold on, what safe zone? We literally saw him just light the thing up and hold it there and fire it off.
Yeah, no, they were just standing right next to him to set him off.
Pyrotechnic backgrounds, Cowboy and Rusty know their odds of causing maximum destruction are
Yeah, man, we shot a firework. Look at that bottle rocket go.
time to unload the arsenal.
Look at this fucking thing. You can, I mean, you gotta go to like the Black Cat firework warehouse. They don't sell that at the little stands. But you can literally buy that. Those are, they're expensive. Like that thing he's holding is like $250. And you light it and it just shoots them all off. But you can buy that exact fucking thing. And they're always called things like fucking like Penguin Cracker Big Time or Death Hamburger. They're named like the stupidest shit.
Capability of their engine armor by adding
I
spikes
agree.
to a wall of plate steel.
Call
This
this footage.
guy is building a battering ram out of pipes. Oh,
Here's the
got
thing I
him.
don't get. There's no possible chance that these vehicles will go fast enough for those spikes to ever do
No,
anything.
they're just. But it was a good CG render.
That's gonna be
Like, why are they grinding the rust off? It doesn't matter.
Because the cameraman said we need a shot of you looking busy.
Stops wood pretty good. strategy, I think,
That's
is just
wood
to go
pretty
out
good.
there and just
Oh my
rail
gosh.
those guys.
But it's going to look something like this.
Also, yeah, Leatherface is correct. He says they need to only have one spike because it's a physics thing. If this was Robot Arena 2, having 20 spikes is good because more spikes is more points. But in real life, you only want the one spike because it funnels all the force into one point, and it can pierce. It's the reason why you can lay down on a bed of nails. It's because you got 400 nails and you're spreading the weight across.
So you're going to cause
Hold on,
these,
hold on.
explosions for
It
us
said
on the
front
challenges, correct?
sight.
That's our goal. That's our goal. We've got
When they drove onto the place where I told you it's Tannerite.
Is that what they got? So they are putting Tannerite in these little things that they shoot at.
Yeah.
But look,
because,
there's
yeah,
what that's det cord. That's det cord.
we can make out of that.
Well, yeah, because they have more Tannerite.
Yeah, so they set off the det cord.
That can only be detonated by bullet fire. So each team will need to have dead-on
I mean,
accuracy
honestly,
in
it
order to
depends on the
annihilate their
thing.
opponent.
And we've
Those
got
the little
up
barrels,
here on the hill from front sight.
the barrels you don't need to do
And,
because all you do is you shoot them and that's pretty much it.
Hopefully do some damage.
All right, let's get some
But
explosions going here.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
In position.
Like, see, here's how they're gonna demo it. See, he's gonna shoot it. So it blows up the det cord that's wired around it. It blows up the Tannerite itself.
I'm not convinced. Det cord is a stable compound like C4. It doesn't explode on concussion. It has to be set off with a charge.
Well, that's true, but if the shot triggers the same primary explosive, everything goes off.
Is that? I don't think that's how C4 works. If you throw a grenade on top of C4, the impact of the grenade going off doesn't set off the C4.
Yeah, because the grenade itself isn't a secondary charge, but
Yeah.
here you've got a secondary charge of Tannerite, Eminol, combined with a secondary charge of the det cord.
Becomes clear the guys need to ramp up their build.
So,
I get what you're saying. I just don't believe that one sets off the other. I'm still team fake.
I mean, I'm not going to deny that this whole thing was basically scripted and whatnot. I'm not going to deny that. I just don't think that everything in this is somehow magically fake, if that makes sense.
God, that's like $2,000 worth of fireworks they got going on there.
Which fire by remote control, either individually or all at once.
They should have bought some cooler fireworks. You know, like those little tanks that have the little jet on the back, and you light it, and the tank zooms forward and shoots out the sparks. Those are cool.
Oh my god, and we're gonna have
These bottle rockets, no, this crap.
That's gonna be awesome.
Ah, yes, fireworks on a flammable base.
Absolute
You can see like
what is
you
that?
can see
Hold
like
on,
the
hold on,
pirate
back up.
skull and
Let's look at the
stuff on those
Let's look at the label.
fireworks.
So hold on, let's look at the label on there.
You want to go back and see the look at the man?
Pause that. Pause that. What does that say?
There's-
NJ 2016. Hold on. NJ
There's like a-
2016. Ninja. What was that? What is that? Ninja.
Ninja
16
shot jumbo rack. Ninja 16 shot jumbo rack. No, yeah, this is several $1,000s worth of fireworks. Like they spent way more on the fireworks than they did the $1,895 on the junk RV that these are going in. Like the fireworks is easily like 5 times the cost of the motorhome.
I'm looking here. There's like 3 or 4 different ninjas here, but let's see.
I mean,
Ninja Super Racks.
it's also
comes
there's
the
also the likelihood that it's been 15 years and the company that made these has just gone tits up. You know, like fireworks
Yeah.
manufacturers, they don't seem like the type of company that would stay around for very long. You know, because they just pop up in China. They just mix some gunpowder and shit together, sell a bunch of fireworks, and then they start making knockoff Amazon Kindles or whatever. It's real stuff. That's a real rocket that can do a lot of damage.
Look at all that scrap.
Speaking of which, Jimmy and Andrew have stripped down a second vehicle, which they'll now mount onto their main vehicle to power a spinning medieval battle axe weapon.
They didn't even rip anything more out of it they had to. Shoot.
Jimmy, a master hot rod builder, is used to sophisticated designs and intricate detailing. But with weaponizers,
What it's worth, building hot rods is what he actually does as a full-time job.
Yeah, so he knows a thing or two about taking the engine out.
which is going to suspend.
That much I know. I don't doubt that these people work on cars. I just, you know.
I'm just confused, like, why is the front half of this thing, like, still mostly intact? I didn't get that.
Oh, because they had to take the front axle and the engine out, so they could... Notice how there's only one thing spinning? Oh, cut like a hot knife through butter! I'm sure the reality is going to look exactly like that.
Hey, look, it's the Mythbusters board.
Cut out some sort of a point, like an arrow.
What happened to Cowboy's hat? He's wearing the... He's not wearing a hat anymore. He's wearing a different hat.
It looks like a Russian hat. Could be worse. Could be a French hat.
All right, so phase next.
Yeah, Darren and Leatherface are talking about the CG of the spinning axes. They're like, that's not how that works. And he's like, that's going to warp that thing's frame. Look at these spikes they're making, though. Look at these badass steel spikes.
They plasma cut those, jeez.
They're going to launch them with this. They're going to repurpose this as an air tank.
Oh, these are the spears.
The entire volume of that pressure just firing out through the barrel.
We got this at about 150, 200 psi. That will do the trick.
It's going to do it.
200 psi.
Come on, this is the UK. You don't need to be such low pressure.
I just want to point out that they've got this big ass like barbecue grill propane tank that they're gonna repurpose to use as like an air canister, and the guy just said, yeah, we're gonna unleash. I think, what's it called? Is it called full pressure in the UK scene? When when
low pressure is like 150, 200 psi.
Well, no, I mean like
pressure is like 750 or.
Well, no, I mean not the terms of psi, but like some robot flippers, they use a buffer tank, right, to like preload the pressure. This is just dumping the whole tank into one shot. There's a term for that. I don't know what. I think it might just be full pressure. So
Spawn again.
Yeah.
That's what
so
happens.
These guys are. This guy just said we're gonna dump all the full pressure of this tank into this spear, and then the other guy's like, how strong is that gonna be? And the guy's like, I don't know, about 200 psi. That's not a lot.
Actually, that is right. I'm reading this here. And generally, propane pressure should be between 100 and 200 psi to ensure that liquid propane gas remains in a liquid state.
Well, but I think that's the limitations that the structural integrity of the tank can hold, because
that's what they're rated for. Which is
so they have to stick within that. So they can't just whip out like a like what Mark said, like a 700 psi spear gun. They got to lower it down to 200. Look at those chains, and look at that looks like a goddamn Robot Arena 2 weapon.
That is motorcycle chain right there.
I'm sure that chain, guys, that chain is gonna do a staggering amount of. Look at this! Look at that thing! Oh, jeez! I can't handle this. This it's not even centered. It really is like the first robot everybody builds in Robot Arena 2. You try to build it's like, oh, I'm gonna build Nightmare, and then you try to build it, and you put battle axes on it, and it's not centered.
And it makes it that much more real.
Yep.
It's just
that much more real, he said.
With this thing and just be chewing at the other vehicle.
We have a Browning.
I like how when he laughed at the gun, it pointed at him.
Live ammunition machine guns. One fixed-mounted weapon and one on a remote-controlled turret that can pan and tilt to increase accuracy and zero in on the opponent.
This is like the second or third time they've showed this CG render.
I agree. I like that being the way to do it, forcing you to have to fix one and then have a turreted one.
That's got a kind of a look to it.
Because if you have two turreted ones, then you're kind of overpowered.
Load it up.
That's right.
Yep.
Lock and load.
Lock and load.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, lock and load. I don't know which one to say. Oh, look, they updated the CG render to include chains now. Like they just, like for like the longest time, it just didn't have chains, and like now they're like, oh, they put that on.
Wooden doors.
Oh, like those aren't even sharp spikes. They're just crimped at the end.
Now the teams test out their medieval machines. Rusty and Cowboys.
Not gonna do any damage. There's like a car in the back just driving, just minding their own business.
I'm gonna speed up a little bit.
Well, I think that's a shooting car. Or just there to drive the thing or haul it off if it breaks down.
Totally got it. Totally got it. See, look at that.
recreational vehicle. You guys see what they did there?
Okay, I snickered at that one.
He's controlling it with the PlayStation 2 controller. When he's done with this, he's gonna go back and play Gran Turismo.
Patch over one eye, something like that.
That is pretty cool. He's got one of those old 75 megahertz transmitters, and he's got it connected.
That's like I used a transmitter exactly like that on my old robot Keepback 500 feet.
When I got involved in robot combat, some people were still using those.
Oh yeah, I still use mine. It still works. I have no reason to get rid of it. Get this. The speed controller I used on my second ant weight from 2004, the Borello Ant 150, still works. I still use it.
Borellos are big, but they really do hold up.
Here we go. Throttle.
Look at this. Guys, they're gonna weapon test. Look at this. Look at this guy, just slicked back hair. Man, look at that weapon. Doesn't that look like the sturdiest thing you've ever seen? That's gonna cut through a car.
Doing Da Vinci self-help part.
Oh, look, he's gonna look. He's oh my god, that cardboard doesn't. Oh my god, that cardboard doesn't stand a chance.
Oh my! Stop the match! Stop the damn match!
The chain did more damage than the axes because the chain hit first.
No, I agree. And
can you believe that? They filmed that. They spun that up and they filmed it, kind of attacking a piece of cardboard, and they're like, we're gonna leave that in the show.
Exactly.
Take out the engine compartment or take out the engine of the enemy's vehicle. Arming the system.
Okay, clear to fire.
Firing.
I mean, that looks impressive until you realize that's just like, it's like a piece of plywood or sheetrock or something.
175 psi. Preparing to fire.
It's also like they're not anywhere close to the center.
That worked.
You know, the shots
Pretty
are
bad, but
exactly
it
the
worked.
right level, too.
Oh, and he's got knuckle tattoos too.
What a badass. He's got, if he makes a fist, he's got suck across one hand and dick across the other.
Oh lord.
Wow.
It works. That
Target hit.
Pretty bad.
So here, I believe they're using live rounds, because you can see the dust coming up from where they missed, right? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But that, I don't believe that was a real explosion. I think they were shooting live rounds.
How about we back up and let's see? Let's back up and let's see.
It doesn't look real, because if you watch, look, watch, watch.
Yeah.
We're gonna break this down. Look.
Pause.
Okay. The car. Okay. Bullets. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a Mythbuster, but bullets travel very fast. Talking like thousands of feet per second. So when the car blows up, the turret is not shooting anything. It's not active. Watch. It's not shooting. The bullets aren't being fed in.
You're right that on that one.
I told you it's bullshit. It's fake. Emporio's like.
I think that some of these are fake. Some of these were, actual Tannerite getting shot.
Emporio's like frame by frame analysis. That's what we get into here on Gatorbox.
Jimmy and Andrew.
Yes, I said autistic analysis, and that is what we are going to.
How tiny that spinner is! I remember it being bigger. And maybe I'm just thinking of the CG renders. It looks bigger when they did the CG.
Probably.
It's so tiny.
Why would you put that between the chains? The chains are going to flop up and down when you do that. It's going to hit the barrel.
Why would you even put the chains there?
He's all up and running. I want to try this thing out.
He's missing.
There you go.
I'm not seeing any dust kicking up.
There's something right in front of the car.
No dust.
Yep.
That's fake. Nothing.
That one was definitely fake.
No bullet holes. No bullet holes. No dust hitting the dirt from when they're trying to adjust their aim. None. It just goes up.
I almost wonder if when they do this.
Think they finally hit something?
Screw you. That was terrible, Jimmy.
Figures.
I feel really bad for Rusty and Cowboy.
I feel like they actually did try to make an effort to shoot the Tannerite, and then when they realized their aim was terrible, they just said,
I mean, they're so, like, I'll give them that much. They're so far away, and especially the gun that's mounted on a turret, the kickback from shooting it is going to move it on the turret because it's supposed to move. So they can't.
Much. The mounts are shock mounted because we saw when firing it that it didn't move back.
Okay, okay.
So it is mounted well enough to where you don't have to worry about it.
But I still think from that distance, I still think it's really hard because they're not directly behind the gun shooting it, so they can't look down the sights. They just got to kind of wing it with a radio control. I feel like their aim is just not going to be there.
But they have a camera that's attached above where the guns are located.
Do they?
So they can see where
is that what that is?
There's the camera right there.
Okay.
Fill that full of holes.
You guys see a couple areas we can aim for?
The axe and flails do it for you. You like it? I just like how they built that. They're like, you know, grab this 4 battle axes. You know, grab that 3 chain flails on the other one. Who cares about making it even? It looks like shit. It looks so bad. So they're doing a challenge. They're not fighting yet. They're doing a challenge right now.
Where it's simply kill or be killed.
Look, that's a draw.
It's like old Robot Wars. There's a trial, and then there's a challenge.
3 main castle targets. Cowboy and Rusty will attack each castle, trying to blow it up.
No, they're not armed with a cannon.
Crash through gates.
I know, right?
Where did that come from?
It's not even the same battle axe from before.
This is a totally different render they made for this.
Also, what happens if you put down the castle shield and then they still destroy it anyway? Or did no one think of this?
Like, okay, look, so they're not... Okay, let me break this down. I know you guys just watched it, but I don't know how much of the show you can hear if we talked over it. So what they're doing is the guy with the spinning blade has to run in there and chop at the target to drop the metal panel covering an active target that the other guys are going to try to shoot at. And if they hit the target, then it blows up the entire castle. They get a point, right? It's best 2 out of 3. So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing that they're like, okay, the red part of the castle, that is allegedly an active explosive. And if they shoot it, it'll blow up. Fine. But the thing that drops down to cover it, to protect it, that's the fucking corrugated tin roof that you can get at like the hardware store by the yard. That's not bulletproof. You can still shoot that.
I know, right? I would genuinely troll them by doing that.
Like I said, it's totally bullshit. It's totally fake. It's like, oh, you dropped the little flap down. Oh, all of a sudden, I can't. Oh, look at this. Look at
no, it's the Black Knight.
That's what they win. Whoever wins the challenge gets the Black Knight.
Yes, whoever wins the challenge gets one friend from Afghanistan.
Okay, so we talked about this last night when we did a test stream. You see in the render how they show that like these are underground bunkers. Do you think they're really underground?
I think they're underground, but they're not separated. I think because it's so simple, the simple way to do it.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at how it's rendered. There's like a manhole they go down. It's like they go down the pipes and there's like a 90-degree bend, and then they're like down in those rooms.
Absolutely not. Well, this is my thought here of how this was actually put together. I have no way to prove this. I don't know anyone who worked in the show, but this is my thought. Okay, it's literally there's a center pipe hole that just goes straight vertically down. And that goes down, there's a ladder there, that's how you get into it. From there, because you can see there's light that comes directly through. When they show them climbing down into the bunker, there's light that shines directly to where they're standing. There's one long sort of tube. On either end of the tube is more tube, and there's a control station set up at the end of each part. And there's enough space between them.
Does it show them in the tube like right after this? Okay, never mind. Well, I'll just use the CG for this.
Like that's real. Like there's a horizontal.
Okay, I believe that this console, right? I think this exists because we see them standing in front of several screens and their controller. However, if this is underground and there's like a ladder to climb down, how'd they get this shit down there?
Well, it's simple. The bunker was already opened up when they already did. Pardon me. It was opened up when they already did it. They moved everything down there well before filming ever happened. And then basically after filming happened, they left and they pulled everything out there one by one.
You think they went through that much trouble? I personally don't believe they're underground. I think they're in a set. Maybe they're in like a portable shipping container or something. I think they're in a set that looks like it's underground. I don't think they're really underground.
No, if you look at the walls, it's very clearly like the corrugated metal tubing that they would put underground there. This is the sort of thing that you'd do if you wanted to build like an Urset survival shelter.
Okay.
So
controls by one teammate.
we'll see when they go down.
Mans the weapons.
No turning back now.
See, they are going underground there.
Okay.
See?
Okay, I'll buy that.
They go down.
While Jimmy
There's
tries
there's one on one
trained
side and one on
military
the other
marksman
side.
is Trigger
It's the
Man.
exact same place. They're connected to each other.
Off the starting line.
I'll buy it.
Team must
I'll buy it.
destroy an obstacle that's blocking their way to the first castle.
Look at this. They can't get around those barrels. If it's just like a video game. If they run into them, it's going to blow up and take them out.
Yeah, exactly. You realize that this is actually probably still there, right?
All
Bunker's
this
still
shit.
there.
Yeah. There they go, and they're off.
Take it out, all right?
Hope nobody's in a rush.
Rusty and Cowboy get a jump off the starting line.
All right, there you go. There you go.
But Andrew and Jimmy quickly line up to clear their first obstacle.
They're trying and they just can't hit anything because you
Here we
really
go. They're
can't
getting
hit
stuck
anything.
on the hay bales. Because they can't see where they are. They only got like one camera in the windshield. They have no, like with the rocks and stuff, they can't see any of that.
No, they've got a front camera in the windshield and they've got a camera mounted to the turret so they can see where the gun is aimed. And then they've got the ambient cameras that are set up showing the whole battlefield. See how he's having so much troubleshooting?
Yeah.
See, that's legitimate. That is legitimate. You can't tell me that that was...
Okay, that barrel going up, I'll buy that. That was. Why are you running over the hay bales? You're gonna get stuck.
Catastrophic mechanical failure.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
what's going on here?
It's not working.
The steam. The axes are done.
Is that steam coming out of it? That's a rear-mounted weapon.
The engine already overheated.
Oh, well, not for them.
Here we go.
It already overheated.
That motor, we're gonna have to ram everything.
Well, yeah, you ripped the radiator out of it. Of course it's going to overheat.
That's it. All right, there's the gate.
They do have rear view cameras.
Back into it now.
Jimmy and Andrew slam it into reverse.
There they go.
Incredible.
Oh.
Look at this, and look at that. The corrugate. Look, that you don't tell me that's bulletproof.
It
do
definitely isn't.
not tell me that's bulletproof.
The weapon may be down, but Jimmy's quickly changed battle plans to smash the gate and protect the first castle.
Darren's asking, are these chuckle fucks going to use the spinning axes yet? They're supposed to use it to chop down the wood. In the CG thing where it showed how this is supposed to happen, it showed him chopping it down, but in reality, it's a piece of shit. It doesn't work. They're going to get right up close to this explosive target. They're going to shoot at it.
Well, they're just tannerite barrels. They don't do much if you're behind cover.
Back to the right. There's a cast.
I've got a target. Rockets on. Firing.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. No. That's fake.
Here's the thing. They did hit it with the rockets, but if you visually
But that's
look
not
at
going to...
that,
Okay.
They hit below the actual thing. There's no
Yes.
way they could have actually...
They hit the bottom of the castle thing and it explodes from the top. Okay,
That was fake.
I'll believe that shooting tannerite will set it off because I know there are unstable explosive compounds that will, if you shock them, they will go off. But I don't think setting off a bottle rocket and shooting it at a tannerite bag is going to set it off like that. That's fake.
No, that was fake, but to be fair, it did deserve to blow up.
Castle down.
I mean, yeah, they did. Okay, they did objectively. They did hit it. So I guess by the rules of the show, whoever's in charge of the little detonator button, they pushed it because they're like, oh, they hit it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was fair. Almost running him over.
Shooting some flaming rockets at us. All right, here we go. Come on, keep going.
What's our next target?
The audio doesn't sync up with the video footage of them firing. Oh, there's some.
No, I see. They use like sound effects at parts. Like there, Like, okay.
That's stock. I hear that. That's
Yeah,
stock.
that's a stock sound. They're just driving around. They're showing wide shots of them driving around, and they're playing machine gun sound effects. And there's no muzzle flashes. There's no nothing. You can't tell where the bullets are coming from.
And the castle is defended.
We won! We dominate. We dominate.
Yeah, you dominated. That's not the word I would use.
See, they can hear each other.
With the final castle safe.
Not
Jimmy and
super
Andrew
well,
win the
but they can hear
hard-fought
each other
challenge
through the
round
echoes.
by protecting 2 out of 3 castle targets.
Yeah, see, so best 2 out of 3. Those guys get the Black Knight or the Dark Knight, whatever it's called. I know Dark Knight is Batman.
It's the carnage round.
The Black Knight. Oh yeah.
Look at that. You see what they did there? How they called it the car dash
Yeah, the Black
nidge.
Knight. Woo. Didn't you once upload this specific part on YouTube?
I did. It's on a 13-year-old YouTube channel I lost access to. Here it is, the Carnage round. For the longest time, that 5-minute upload of this round, it was like the only footage of this show that existed online for a long time.
Hold on, pause this real quick. Pause this real quick.
Oh, that guy's about to
Alright.
phase through.
All right, hold on. To quote your own old article. To further drive my punchline, I even created the Weaponizers drinking game. Take a shot of your favorite hard liquor every time you see excessive computer animation used as filler, hear dry commentary or panned out scripted dialogue from either team, see wide-angled shots to hide the lack of actual bullets firing, well, in most cases, hear bullets being fired while the camera is pointed elsewhere, see stage pyrotechnics passed off as weaponry, see a car stalled because it was damaged, see a weapon other than a gun not function properly, see the Black Knight actually, whenever it comes out onto the field, just down the whole bottle. By this point, it doesn't even matter anymore.
So, Mark is quoted. I think he's got it pulled up from Internet Archive. He's reading the article I wrote 15 years ago about this show. That's the drinking game for what we're about to see.
Where even is the... Hold on, go back to the wide shot. Go back to that wide shot.
For this matchup, the 2 vehicles will start at...
Pause. Where's the Black... Yeah, pause it. Where's the Black Knight here?
I don't
the
think
Black Knight has to already be in the field somewhere.
Okay, I don't think I think the Black Knight. Hang on, we can kind of see my cursor. Okay, you see where it says Andrew and Jimmy?
Yeah.
Right here by the Y and Jimmy, it looks like there's like a path that kind of cuts in. Right there. He could be there, or down here on the left side where there's like what's left of that castle tower.
Yeah,
it looks like there's like a path where you can get in right here.
Yeah, so it must be off screen and they're just not able to show the whole wide shot.
Or this shot could just be totally staged and they just didn't have it ready. But
I don't know, because again, you've got to remember they have to wheel these things out here from the garage, wherever that is related to here, and then position them, and then get everyone in the bunkers, and then get all the camera crew set, and then get everyone safety, and then they have to actually call the fight and start it. So this probably happened when they were actually about to shoot it, but I don't know how, when or where.
That's true. That's true.
Internet honest, find where this is.
Tannerite barrels, exploding castles that they just left over from the challenge. Because this is the same place they did the castle explosion things in, the little challenge they did.
Exactly. Hopefully just be evasive and put ourselves in a good position.
These guys talking strategy. We just saw in the previous challenge, neither of these vehicles can drive in a straight line, and the spinning axes on whichever one it is don't even work.
On theirs, yeah.
And then ram into them and then blow them up.
All right, good. Well, I'm ready for this.
All right, going hot.
I should point out the little Black Knight thing that they won from the challenge. It's an explosive. So that's what the guy said. He wants to drive out and blow it up on him.
Drink.
Got to get those barrels out of the way.
Good job.
Drink.
Cowboy and Rusty quickly clear an obstacle, but they're headed dangerously close to an explosive castle that Jimmy and Andrew
Look at that. Yeah, they're definitely they're going to be in dangerous range of the pyrotechnic castle.
Drink.
Wow. Look. Wow. They just... Okay, look. Look at this. Watch. Look at this.
Here we go.
They're not even close.
Here they are. Here they
no
are.
Bullets being fired.
You can hear the bullets being fired, but again, you can't see them.
This is fake.
Now look,
Absolutely.
but now cut to this shot of just the castle just going off.
The car isn't even close in that
No,
shot.
it's not even there. And then all of a sudden they cut back and it's like, oh, now it's right there.
Yeah, the only problem is their vehicle was blow up.
Rusty and Cowboys survive
Drink.
the attack and now move in to get a clean shot at the competition.
Oh, they're backing up. They're going to try to ambush him. Look at this. They're going to cut, oh my god, all the way down the side. They don't stand a chance.
Camera here, then you just let them have it. Here they come. All right, I'm shooting at them. Hang on, let me get closer.
Come on. There were some shots fired there.
Oh man.
They were terribly aimed.
That didn't set off the tannerite.
I don't think the ones that have tannerite have like red paint on them or something.
So there's like non-explosive barrels just sitting out there too.
I know, right?
Oh man, look at this. They set off a smoke bomb or something. Look, what is that? Nothing's gonna do that. The little bullets aren't gonna give off that much of an effect.
Well, yeah, but there's like little small plastic things of tannerite. The idea is that when you shoot all three of them, the vehicle's broken and that's it.
Imagine if that was spinning. Oh my god. Guys, they're doing literally tens of dollars of damage here.
No, I'd say hundreds, just because look at how bad it is. That is actually bad damage.
Okay, I'm taking into consideration that they only spent $1,800 on the RV, so all things considered, I think that's still tens of dollars of damage.
Maybe 100.
Oh, look at this! Oh no, it's over! It's over!
Oh look, it's the music from V for Vendetta.
They're dead. That's it. That's it. It's over. They can't. There's no coming back from this. Annihilated. Completely destroyed. There will, as soon as the red, green, and blue sparks and the smoke clear, there will be nothing left. No survivors.
And they didn't even blow one of the targets up, did they?
And then they just drive away.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Did you guys see it? Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Look who it is!
Black Knight came on and said it's night and time and night all over the place.
It's coming! Look at it go!
Look at the busted wheel. Look at the busted wheel.
Look at this fucking thing, man!
No, I think you were right. It had to be behind, because there's one of the blown up towers right there. That's the second tower, I think, so it would have had to come from that hill on the left.
Chat's already calling it out. They're like, it's a golf cart. Yeah, it's literally a stripped down golf cart, and they've got like a merry-go-round horse head on it with some crappy little welded pipe legs, and like, I think I was talking to Mark last night, and he's like, where do you get a suit of armor? I'm like, it's gotta be like Party City or something. You know?
But yeah, and then you've got the IED basically.
Yeah, and it's also it's filled with explosives. There's an explosive on the device. So earlier the guys were like, okay, so yeah, chat's like, what is this thing supposed to do? So the team that won this from the challenge, they also radio control the Black Knight, and they're gonna send it out, and they're gonna try to crash it into the other guy, and then set off the bomb.
Trying to get a shot off on the
Nope.
Nope.
Look at this. Okay, now look. It's not moving.
Hey,
we just saw it a second ago. It was driving down the hill, and now as the RV points at it, it's sitting completely still.
Now again, this is my hypothesis because again we've seen this. My hypothesis is that they're going to actually shoot the Black Knight and it's going to blow up. The Tannerite's going to blow up, but obviously, the shot to where the Black Knight's just sitting there and they're shooting at it is completely staged.
Yes.
I wholeheartedly...
Now, look how close it is now!
See, look at how
it jumped ahead like 15 feet!
And it's not moving further forward, too.
No, it's also still stationary. It's still parked.
Yeah, why is it not moving?
Now it's not moving.
Come on, keep coming, keep coming.
Now it's moving. Now it's not moving.
You're getting shots off, see?
Now it's still... There it goes.
Head explodes, and
Fake.
then the body explodes.
Fake. So, I think... Okay. Mark, you can watch. Watch the head. They shoot the head off.
Come on, keep coming, keep coming.
And it explodes. The head explodes, see?
They shoot the head off, but I still think it was a remote detonation.
I would have to ask whoever did pyrotechnics for this how it was wired up, but I don't know if they'd ever want to be publicly known that they were a part of this show.
I don't believe that. Like that would like. They show the Black Knight by itself. It's driving. When it's being fired upon, it's completely stationary.
Oh, look at it go.
Look, we just saw that clip again. This.
Firing.
Look. Okay. Yes, the gun is not firing, but look.
Come on, shoot the castle.
This clip right here, they've already shown this clip.
Also, how is the castle going to blow up when the gate is down? The gate that you can't shoot through.
No, because it's not bulletproof.
I know, right?
Here it is. This is it. We're coming up on the end of the carnage around here. Oh no, the pneumatic spikes of death.
Drink.
They're like 50 yards away.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Look. Look.
I do think that could have taken the engine out.
No. Look. I mean, it hits a steel plate. Look. There's a jump cut. There's a cut. How do I slow it down? I swear to God, there's a jump cut from when. Okay. Here's what I think they did. Here's what I think they did. They parked the vehicle with the spikes. They shot the spear at it. Then they had somebody go up and pick up the spear and get rid of it. Then they started filming again without moving anything, and then they set off an explosive charge under the hood, and then they cut out the in-between to make it look like the spear hits it and it blows up.
Okay, no, the initial shot here... Oh my gosh, listen to the audio. Do it. Just do it. Oh my god.
Watch. Look.
This was already recorded from earlier.
Yeah, that's the same shot from earlier.
Let's see.
Now look. There's a cut.
It hits.
The shadows to the left change. There's a cut here.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Hold on. I could be completely wrong on this. I think they missed. It looked. I could be wrong, but it looked to me.
Think it went
like
behind
the
it?
shot went wide and went past it and missed
Yeah,
it.
because if it would have hit the front of it, it would have like dinged it and then went down at like an angle or ricocheted back, or it would have done something. This looked like it just went straight through whatever's there, but that's like plate steel. Right? That's like Hardox or something. It's not gonna go through that.
No, it's old. No, it's rusted chunks of miles.
It's 200 psi. That's not gonna.
Granted,
200 psi. It'll go through a piece of plywood, no problem, but it ain't going through welded steel into an engine block. The pipe is like 1.5 feet long. There's no way it traveled all the way in and did that. There's no way. There's a jump cut there.
I don't think it was a jump cut. I think he literally missed and they just triggered the engine explosive anyway. Again, it looked like it went to the. It looked like it went to the side, like around the right side of where he was. I believe that they completely miss it, and it goes past the right side of the vehicle.
That's also possible. I think.
Let's watch real quick and see what happens.
Regardless of whether or not it misses to the right, or they actually hit it, and then somebody went and got the spike, and then there's a jump cut between that and the explosion. Regardless, there is a cut to end the footage of the spike either hitting or flying past, and then there's a cut to an explosion.
Let's see.
This is stitched together from 2 shots.
That's fake. Also, there's 2 spikes.
The lighting changes. The lighting completely changes on the left. It is 2 shots. Oh, they just railed us, yeah. They hit you dead on with the weapon that totally hit. Totally.
So we got steering and weapons left, which I don't get why they don't shoot back.
Okay, stop. Hold that.
Oh god, it's over. It's so over. I'm not seeing any smoke coming up from where that's fake.
Yeah, that was fake.
That's fake. That's fake.
saw a little bit of smoke in like the first couple of cuts, but that was pretty bad.
When the RV exploded, I saw green and red sparks like there was another firework in there.
I'm already a sore loser.
Baling wire, spit, duct tape.
Yeah, we pulled it off though.
Absolutely, yeah.
Didn't we? This is awesome.
Completely in shambles. They didn't even get to use their spinner. They attacked a piece of cardboard with the spinner, and that's it. Because they smoked out the engine during the challenge. That's why you guys were asking in chat, like, how come they're not using their spinner? And it's because they broke it during the challenge.
Kind of have to agree. Good game.
Hey, you guys. Congratulations.
We noticed your cars had
Random
a
ammo
couple mechanical
cannons.
problems, but this week
These vintage vehicles died for this awful shit. Yeah.
we don't have a wrench, we do have a minigun, and we know that that'll fix it for sure.
How many rounds a minute does this thing shoot?
That's close to 3,000 rounds a minute.
Random
It's insane,
minigun.
isn't it?
Yeah, they just have it
I'll
there.
show you guys how this is done. I know.
Like this, I believe those are real rounds.
Oh, of course they are.
Yeah. They're shooting real bullets at the...
Incendiary tracers.
Yeah.
One more time.
Keep shooting, come on.
Now the other guy gets to take a turn. He won too. They're not even hitting it. They're hitting right in front of it. Look at where they're shooting where the car is. Oh, you got it. You totally got it that time. You totally got it.
I think Jimmy and Andrew are probably disappointed, but at the same time,
terrible.
getting these vehicles through the challenge.
There's the Mythbusters style credits they're doing over the show. Yeah, show that, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh my gosh.
Chalk one up for Cowboy and Rusty.
Yeah, we
I
did
don't
it.
know if they actually, because there's 3 episodes, so someone has to win 2 out of 3, right?
Yeah. Oh, one more time for the road. Oh, Weaponizers, you spoil us.
Hold on, no, hold on, we missed that last part. Portions of the program not affecting the outcome of the competition.
Oh, did they have that fucking disclaimer? Hang on.
I'd say that's chalk one up for Cowboy and Rusty.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Oh, that says 4 Beyond. That's the company.
Almost, almost. Wait for it. There.
Portions of this program not affecting the outcome of this competition have been edited. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, was this even a competition, to be fair?
I noticed...
Megabot where they intended to make it a competition and then something happened where they had to script it? Or was it scripted from the beginning?
I think it was scripted from the start. I think this whole thing was just put together as a charade. A charade, however you want to pronounce it. But one thing I did notice, this might be of use to anybody trying to find the exact fireworks that they used for the rockets and the van. In the credits under special thanks, it said Blackjack Fireworks. So I assume that's either the distributor that they got them from, or that's the company that made them. I don't know. This next episode is called Carbecue.
No, I found them.
Oh, you found them?
The Ninja Artillery Shells.
Oh my God! They still sell them. Does it say as seen on Weaponizers?
I think some of these end up looking better as the show goes on.
Until only one team is left standing.
The intro without them having to explain everything. And that is one of Jimmy's hot rods, I believe. I still like that aesthetic so much.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this chase show you're talking about in Clear Black. He says this looks less fake than that, and this looks pretty damn fake.
Chicken, drive for 100 miles.
Oh my God, he did it.
Well, you know what?
Wait, they cooked it on the engine?
We're talking about a car.
Yep.
That must have. Hang on. We gotta hang on.
Yeah, he pulled that out of the engine.
Hang on. When was this? Oh, you know what? Okay.
You can do this.
Yeah, I know. But remember how I said this was the company that also did Mythbusters? Mm-hmm. So Mythbusters did an episode where they got Alton Brown, the guy from Good Eats from the Food Network, and he was the third host for the episode, and they tested the myth that you can cook food on an engine, and I had to look it up because this show is from 2009, but I just looked it up. The episode of Mythbusters with Alton Brown is from 2012. So they were either sitting on this myth for 3 years and they never tested it, or I don't know what prompted them to do this in this show. Because it's the same guys.
We're actually going to be cooking cars.
Cooking cars, huh? Well, I guess we won't be needing that anymore. Check this out.
Oh no, don't shoot the barbecue pit. Oh no! Oh no! There it goes! There was a delayed explosion and everything from hitting the propane tank.
Everyone loves the AR-10 because it's so much safer. It's 5 ARs safer.
So if you think of a backyard barbecue and substitute a card for a hamburger or a hot dog, you begin to get the idea.
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Not a bad pun.
The next episode is literally just called Mad Max. They didn't even try.
Hey. Oh, look at that.
Oh man.
Last man standing wins. The vehicles will be remote controlled. Inspection time.
Oh, this is the, oh my god! This is the one where they put a pneumatic hatchet on the side of the meat wagon, and it is the worst thing ever.
That's going to affect the resale value, you know?
Watch where you park that.
I remember this. I'll point it out when it happens. I did a frame by frame of the weapon they add to the cleaver they add to this car, and yeah, it's all fake.
This isn't fake though. They bought it with a broken. I think they got it with a broken piston.
Well, see, to be blunt, they're crap.
Duh.
Now it's time to
It's like they're selling some ice cream soup.
vehicles for battle.
This is one of the bad boys that we're going to be using for the barbecue to mount on our vehicles. It's a Browning 1919 30 caliber machine gun.
They're going over this again. I mean, that's the only weapon they're going to use.
It's in case you missed the first episode. In case you don't know what a machine gun is.
Well, I mean, all the other weapons are kind of worse, objectively.
Reliability test.
Reliability test. This thing can shooting for.
Oh god, don't shoot it again! Not again!
Another
Ice chest! Oh, I got all the beers in there!
That we're gonna put on our cars.
Come competition day, bullet fire will detonate exploding targets on the vehicles and the course. So today, these targets have also been packed with explosives. The guys are shooting them to see whether or not they're going to jam in competition.
Who's going first?
Oh, you know it. Come on, I beat you.
Yeah, Jesse James is like, I'm going first. I'm gonna shoot this. Oh, we're gonna. Yeah, this is Team Jimmy Andrew again.
Just about anything on wheels.
Oh god.
Do they say what he holds the land speed record in?
Hold on, pause it real quick. Let me look it up.
Does it say Jimmy Shine? What is it? I'm gonna look him up too.
He apparently was racing in 2006 a blown street roadster, and he apparently raced it up to a land speed record for blown street roadsters of 206.454 miles an hour.
Okay. Because I was thinking, like, he's not the type of guy that sets the land speed record where they go out to like the dried up riverbed, and I mean,
yeah, this is like custom roadsters, and I'm looking at the vehicle that he used, and yeah, this thing is like a Ford that's been stretched out, and maybe half of the entire car is engine. Like, it's ridiculously big.
I tried to go to his website, and a really big caricature of his face appeared, and it scared me. That doesn't look like you could hit a land speed. That looks just like a hot rod.
Well, yeah, but he was able to do over 200 miles an hour in that.
Yeah,
thing,
but things go faster than that. Like those, they take those.
Should never go that.
What is okay when they say that he reached the land speed record? Is there like an asterisk or a comma after that, and it's like land speed record, comma with such and such kind of car?
Well, no, he's just a land speed record holder.
Yeah, but you can, like, if you get on a skateboard and go down a really gnarly hill, you could set a land speed record on a skateboard. You're not going to go faster than the rocket car they bring out to the dried up lake bed in Arizona. Okay, Jimmy Shine's land speed record, that's like a Tommy Tallarico world record, right? Where it's like he's the only person that could have gotten it, and it's like a bullshit record that's just given to him, saying, oh yeah, you did this. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, again, it is a record, but it's a very niche one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the type of Guinness World Records where it's like most chicken nuggets eaten in 45 seconds. Like, that's, who cares?
Turned oil into food.
1,000 feet per second.
I can't believe they shot the barbecue pit again. Look at this guy. He looks like Andrew Tate. Look at this guy. Look at the way his picture's cut out. His arm is cut off. And didn't do a good job.
Yep.
It's like he was kind of out of frame, and they're like, this is the best shot we got of this guy, so we're going to make it work.
Yeah, about 550 rounds per minute, and tore through all the targets.
Oh my god, the barbecue pits, the stop of the slaughter!
Former Army man, Cowboy is a weapons expert and
Why didn't they mention that he was a former artillery sergeant in the last episode? They didn't mention that.
Because they only have a fixed amount of trivia about these guys, and they gotta drip feed it. They can't do it all in one show.
Well, use like one of them and not four of them.
See, look, if they stop showing the barbecue pit going up in flames. You gotta be running low on barbecue pits.
I'll admit this would have been a fun show to be a part of.
Oh, I'm sure it was. You get to shoot guns, you get to drive cars around. I mean, you get to build stuff and like the process of like tinkering with stuff is cool. Well, that's from the last episode. That's the RV. But you know, like tinkering with stuff is cool. Driving stuff is cool. Shooting guns is cool. He's wearing a different hat again. He doesn't wear the cowboy hat indoors. He wears this, whatever this is. Looks like it was stitched together from a comforter.
It's a beret. It's a beret.
No, Jamie wears a beret. This is not a beret.
It's like, I don't know, what do you think, like 6-7 feet? It's the baseball bat, speeding car mailbox scenario.
I like the idea of having a blade.
So here's the weapon they're building. They're going to build a chopper. A big cleaver that comes out the side of the vehicle. And it's definitely going to do that to a piece of wood. It's going to carve right through it, baby.
Jimmy and Andrew are looking for an accurate and fast-hitting machine.
Our specialty weapon, we're going to have actually like spears that come out the side of this thing.
Hang on. Let me point this out. Darren's kind of jumped the gun. I was going to mention this at the end of the stream. He says, I'm currently trying to find that comment you mentioned being left on the OG article about this show by the contestant who was on the show. Did you guys find a link? Okay, so let me tell you what happened. After I wrote this article about weaponizers being the article I wrote about weaponizers went up like as soon as the show aired. I wrote it like I had nothing to do. I was going to college at the time, so didn't have a job, just whatever. The article, like, I watched the Google Analytics for the link. It's got, like, thousands of views. And one of the... I don't remember who it was. This was 15 years ago. One of these four guys who was on the show was either Googling himself or Googling about what people were saying about weaponizers, because he found the article and he read it. And... he left me like a 6-paragraph fucking wall of text about how much I don't know about pyrotechnics and building stuff and how I'm just some armchair enthusiast who doesn't know anything. And I never responded to him because I was working on a follow-up article where I just broke down this stupid asshole's comment and like basically asserted I T-posed all over him saying, actually, motherfucker, you don't know who I am. You don't know my expertise in this particular field. So let me break it down why, yes, your show is a bunch of fake bullshit. I never got around to doing that. But unfortunately, the article that I wrote in 2009, the website that I wrote, it was a comment that was left on the website that I wrote for in 2009. The article... like, that website's been offline for a long time. Over a decade. But that article migrated to another publication in 2011 and then to TwilightFoundry.com in 2014. So it's jumped around. It's been republished, but the comment is associated with the WordPress database from 2009, and I just don't have the comment. It never got archived. I didn't save a text copy of it. I wish I did, because it would have been hilarious to read, especially on this stream 15 years later. But I don't have it. So just know that when I wrote the article about this show, about how much it sucked, somebody on the show Googled themselves, found it, and left me a nasty comment. A big nasty comment.
These air ram spears will be able to attack the other.
This is the anim. That's the anim. Oh, is this the same animation from the last episode, or are they just building spears again?
I think they're just building similar spears.
But both teams will also use 2 shotguns mounted on the side of their vehicle.
Shotguns don't fire that many times.
Andrew and Jimmy are going to test how to get the most damage out of a
Front
shotgun round.
sight training
For
ground.
comparison, Andrew is using an M4 assault.
Oh man, look at that grip. You think that guy plays a lot of Call of Duty?
I mean, it looks like an Ahegao grip.
See what these weapons can do against our
It was clearly skulls. It wasn't a fucking anime Coomer grip.
Too much damage, pretty small round.
That's what it looks like from here.
That didn't even exist in 2009. Way to hit that door, man. Way to hit that door.
Making the Marines proud. Hardly you're able to kill that.
Some double-aught buckshot in there. Let's see what this thing can do.
Do it. Completely.
I feel like they're not hitting it.
No, I see holes actually.
I think those were already there. I feel like a shotgun would have left more holes than
As the 223,
that. Also, is that buckshot or is that a slug?
Rusty and Cowboy are working.
Well, you're just cutting through it. What are you doing?
Barbecue challenge. The meat cleaver.
Not that much ammunition. Come on.
Beautiful.
Oh, that he's making the cleaver.
But all that weight means the cleaver operating mechanism has to be strong.
Yeah, it's solid fucking steel. Of course, it got to be strong. It's got to be hundreds of pounds.
This is a bad sign.
And it's still causing them grief.
We've got some issues right now with the motor.
Come on, man! You set the land speed record in a Hot Wheels car. You can fix this. Oh, are you Jimmy Shine? You're the man.
Years of working on cars, I have
Look at
never
that.
seen anything quite like this. Have you ever seen anything like this before? Yes.
Oh, come on.
I bet you have.
Have you ever seen anything like this before? You know what this is? I don't know what this is. I fucking broke it. Look.
Someone ran this thing on 7 cylinders. Why me?
Jimmy is a top-level mechanic, but he'll need all his skills to fix it, and it will cost them time they could have used weaponizing their vehicle for battle.
Imagine
Firing.
being the guy who
Cleaver
sold him
test
that.
time, and things are looking undercooked.
I'm sure he was happy to get rid of it.
Ain't cutting it.
And later,
Yeah, but their V8 engine was broken and had a busted cylinder for years, and they still ran it.
Well, you got 8 cylinders. You're down one. You still got 7. That's a lot.
That is engine damage.
You divvy it up. 1/8 is 12.5%. If you're missing a cylinder, you still got 87.5% power. That's enough.
I don't know Jimmy, but I would actually want to ask him how he managed to fix that. Did he take one of the other cylinders off the other side?
And he's just-
balance?
testing how car bodies.
He might have.
The car only has to run for like 10 minutes so they can get the footage of it being shot at. It just has
I
to
know
work.
that.
This will let us know for real, as this is the same weapon we're going to have on our vehicle. So I'm going
Are they shooting at barbecue pits again? Oh no, there's like doors. That's the same door from earlier.
white door.
These guys shot like 50 bullets and he hasn't hit anything yet.
He's firing from the hip.
Well, because he's trying to be cool.
And I am empty. Hey, you want to go check out, see what kind of damage we've done? Think that'd be a great
What damage?
Oh, you barely grazed whatever that was.
caliber round can penetrate 4 inches of cement. The guys need to devise an armor plan that will
It can penetrate 4 inches of cement, but they're not using cement as armor because it's too heavy. So, what's with that fact? I don't care.
And this didn't offer much resistance at all. I wonder if there's any
Where?
bullet fragments here.
There's a couple holes.
We'll leave that one for CSI.
After how many times did you shoot at it? He hit it like 3 times.
And hoods and doors did
exactly as I
Yep.
expected. It just punches through it like a can opener. That's really not.
Yeah, roll that footage of him shooting that gun again. Look how cool he is.
Quarter-inch armor hold up.
Oh man.
Hey, if we're lucky,
I would totally think it was cool.
if we're lucky and I edit this and put it on YouTube, maybe the guy who left me a nasty comment 15 years ago, maybe he still hasn't gotten over it. Maybe he'll do it again.
The car panels.
Yeah, we'll just make sure you mention all their names.
This means they'll have to put 2 layers of quarter-inch steel on their car to survive any direct fire.
Half-inch steel.
One layer will slow the round down. The next layer will stop it.
It's too heavy.
Yeah, 30 calibers are gonna chew us up.
Just don't get shot at.
Well, now we know.
All right, well, we should.
They
probably
used that footage
go back
3
and do some
times of him
calculations
shooting the
and start working on
M1919.
Yeah, they gotta. They gotta recycle all the footage they got because they only got to shoot the guns so many times.
He's adding yet another weapon to rip into Jimmy and Andrew's van.
This is a
What a-
tooth off of some kind of excavation equipment, and they do have an ice cream truck out there. What do you say we call it the sweet tooth?
I like it.
Oh my
If
god,
you have
I love
any
it.
doubts about the destructive
Yep.
capability of the
Weighs
sweet
like
tooth,
75 pounds.
try
We're gonna drop it on this wooden pallet. Oh my, that's a lot of damage.
effectively
That's a lot of damage.
There's no way they could. There's no. You can't account for that. These guys come at you with a 70-pound tooth that can break wood. There's no way. Look at this. That's it. It's just gravity fed. You're totally fucked. The hood's gone. That's it. It's over.
Wow, and it just
Flex
hit
tape
wood.
can't even fix
Doesn't hit
that.
the engine or anything. Amazing.
Based on weight and power. Jimmy and Andrew are relying on speed and precision.
What
Here's our
speed?
pneumatic ram.
They're both big and bulky vehicles. There's no speed involved
As our
here
weapon
at all.
out of sight.
Oh, they're still talking about the spears they're building.
Are prepared. Heavy armor
They gotta.
strategically placed.
They have to park. They got to parallel park next to the guy and shoot the spears.
The vital areas of the van.
Pretty
minimizing
much.
weight. The first area to protect.
I mean, I feel like Leatherface is like they need to have that solid mounted. I feel like it's not. I mean, if it's
Doesn't get enough air
they're gonna
to
hit
cool it down.
the thing, and the pushback is just gonna push the little piston rack backwards further into the car. It's not gonna work.
So the guys have to louver their
What is
armor
this? Are they making vents for the engine?
We don't want
They have
heat
to.
and have it blow.
It only has to run for like 10 minutes. They don't need to do that.
Yeah, but it may have to run for 10.
Look at that airflow. Look at that.
Wait, if it's totally flat, it would overheat in like 2 minutes
all day long.
or sooner. At least from my experience in NASCAR Thunder 2003.
Or in this
I think I've played that exact game. We made the Food Lion car.
This thing's gonna do.
That was
Oh, I loved that game as a kid.
that was the. I jokingly said that the Food Lion NASCAR is the first NASCAR funded entirely with food stamps.
and Cowboy and Rusty are still building
Well,
their primary
it's true.
weapon, the
Yeah.
Making a completely massive weapon which will cleave.
It's a good video, by the way. You should look it up. NASCAR Thunder 2003.
The blade might be good, but it's got to match with an air ram that can move it with some serious destructive force.
Oh my god. Look, it kicks that pallet like 8 inches. This is these forces. Should that guy have even been standing on that? Just with his foot?
Absolutely not.
He could have lost his entire. Oh my god. He's gonna die. We can't see this. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Wow, that is.
Oh my
so
god.
dangerous.
That guy is so lucky he didn't fucking explode.
Build is off track. They followed a totally different strategy.
Imagine if it went even further and just slammed him into the garage door.
I feel like if your weapon
Bad point.
is weak enough where you can just like stand on a little furniture mover and let it push you, it's not gonna work. You think it's gonna damage a car? I don't think so.
Accomplish our goal.
I disagree.
I say we finish off this vehicle with
Also, I didn't realize we still had the emote active, but Flux Umbreon just posted the little emote icon of the Food Lion car.
Heard ours.
Oh my
The
gosh.
rear spike we're making out of a 1/4-inch plate, and it's actually going to have 4 different surfaces. So it's going to hopefully be an assault weapon as well as defense.
He is Leatherface. He knows who Ed Robinson is.
Wow.
Jimmy and Andrew look to protect
Look at that.
the most vulnerable part of
Straight through the wood. Those tires don't stand a chance.
the barbecue begins.
They shoot like they're trying to be like, look how powerful these weapons are, and then they shoot it tires, or they break a piece of wood with something.
It's Gibson. It's the kid who has flight
The
risk.
vehicles
Oh,
are almost
cool.
built, and the weapons are taking shape. The black one is air-filled, and the red one solid-filled. Normally used in mining and
Solid-filled
construction
tires
sites,
are obviously
solid-filled
better.
tires are created by
Does it
filling
matter which one you shoot at? Like,
that hardens when it
are you,
dries.
Actually, it does.
look, that one's full. That's a Hostess tire. That's got the cream filling.
The guys are using the Knight's Armament SR-25 semi-automatic.
Wow, guys, what a surprise! The one that's not filled with foam went flat when we shot it. Guys, myth busted.
They did exactly what we thought they would do. Pop some holes in them, they go flat. Flat on the bottom, they're done.
Time to see what damage.
Did you listen to that sound effect? That was great.
Look at this. Look at the exit though.
But the good thing is there's no air to come out. So
Yeah, it'll still go, but I mean that it actually.
We did blow some holes.
Do we really need this much explanation for the difference between pneumatic and foam-filled tires? I feel like they'll see.
Ironically, the robot stuff, no one really seems to use foam tires.
That's an Alienware computer. You see that shit? Was that guy working, or was he playing Counter-Strike?
They've been working on this cleaver for
Probably
3
playing
days.
Counter-Strike.
There'll be mincemeat on
He's getting those headshots, getting those no scopes.
test Rusty's
The
engine.
best part is, this is the day and age of Counter-Strike.
Test 1 is a
Look at
low
this.
pressure run
Look,
of
they
50
just got a
degrees
slot in there for the look. Please tell me this is where they hit the pipe. No, this is different. Oh my God! Stop the insanity!
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Did you
look at
see?
that
Look,
damage.
hang on. Can we go back? Watch.
Yeah, let's
Look,
go back.
watch this again. Look. Watch how
It's
fast
so
this
safe,
is.
He's just standing there.
There's no frames. There's no frames in between. It's retracted, and then it's out. It's so fast. There are no frames. We could play this at 5% speed. You would not see that blade come out. It's just.
I know, right?
It's there. It's gone. It's retracted. And then it's there. That's it. There's no way.
There's
no way.
Right? Look at the damage it did. Oh my god.
That radiator, I've never seen that much damage before. That should be illegal. They shouldn't be able to build that.
No, you should be allowed to build whatever you want, regardless.
This guy,
of how
he did it again. This guy with the gamer glasses, he should be on a list.
Knocked it down. Oh my gosh.
I'm losing a lot of pressure out this
I'm
time,
losing.
which is weird.
Fucking guy. They swung it twice. They're like, oh, it's got a pressure leak. Oh my God! They broke that whole window. They broke the whole window. That's it.
No, man. This thing just ain't cutting it.
The pun intended.
Yeah, you got a leak in the cylinder.
It's because I mean that's the same little stupid rinky-dink piston the guy was sitting on the furniture dolly with, and it like pushed him a foot, and they're surprised it can't swing the cleaver. Like,
They're using surplus cylinders.
got some real fucking geniuses on this show.
To be fair, it probably would be better if they actually had a cylinder that wasn't broken.
Yeah.
It's gravity operated.
Look at this. Here's this again. Watch. They back into it. It's gravity fed. They pull the hood off. The whole hood.
In the other garage,
I don't remember how that works, or if it does.
It probably doesn't.
Front end to smash through their opponents.
Our battering ram in the front was just an accident.
But that spike is pointed up at an angle.
Like a water.
What are you guys doing?
It was kind of shaped like a shovel, and it's big and huge, and it just came together.
While Jimmy builds a strong defense.
I mean, I know the
just
spike
works.
is pointed up so it'll hit and then tip, but I feel like it's just, I don't know. These are big vehicles. You did a great job painting that, by the way.
Has a flame jar.
Oh my, wow.
Oh, hey, he reused the logo.
This isn't so much don't try it at home as don't try it without a good legal defense fund.
Next.
See how they spoiled that they clearly fixed whatever's wrong with it? If they could make it to the Carnage round, then clearly everything worked out.
And the vehicles have all the weapons
It's
and armor attached.
reality TV.
Well, yeah, but even BattleBots is technically reality TV, and it does this better.
Weaponized it up with a paint job from hell. Added in a massive cleaver.
Look,
that
man.
paint job.
Look, I just want to point out. He's talking about how even BattleBots is reality TV and it does better. Look, man. The arena, just the arena for BattleBots is like $1.2 million. And I know you know this.
Buy it from China.
I know you know this. But then you gotta realize the motorhome from the previous episode didn't even crack 2,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
fair enough.
look, they got a weapon. The door's gotta open.
Then went ballistic with a 30 caliber
Just squared
Browning
off.
machine gun and 2 semi-automatic Sega shotguns.
Oh gosh, look at that.
I like the bullhorns they put on it.
Even has a handle on top. They've gone for a tactic of ramming their opponent.
Look at that.
with a massive
They put a
rear
big
spike
old
and front
bee
ramp.
stinger on the
They
back.
also added dual steel spears powered by compressed air. Up front, a forward-mounted Browning.
So
with 2
these
Sega
guys have,
attack.
they have the shotgun. So both teams have the machine gun and the
It's time
shotguns.
for final preparation.
But
Yeah, the
these
shotguns
guys,
are fixed. Machine gun is.
Rusty, you're testing
Yeah.
the remote control
these guys have the crappy little pneumatic spikes, and the other guys have the crappy little pneumatic cleaver.
And over
Pretty
there,
much.
Rusty's got the equipment to operate it with.
And that allows me to control the car as I would normally. Got accelerator, brake, forward.
Stepped on like 2 pedals at a time, man. Couldn't have got a better shot of that.
3 pedals there. There's 3 pedals there because it's a
Each
manual.
vehicle uses remote control systems.
Or at least it can be used with a manual.
Yeah, I was like, if there's 3 pedals, one of them's the clutch.
4 cameras mounted to the vehicle will transmit signals to monitors.
If there's a 4th pedal,
protected bunkers.
you got a problem.
I mean, you know, if you came up with a better version of this system to, you know, flavoring a car, then you could make the show work. That seems to be like one of the big issues because you have to flavoring every car that goes in, and it has to work the same transmitter station.
Yeah. Once
Like,
again,
I don't know.
I intend on using that multiple times.
You intend. Now notice how he says, "I intend on using
these
it."
too.
You know, I wish
probably
they
won't.
worked a little bit, you know, moved a little bit faster, but all in all, I think it's going to do the trick.
They'll have to perform
Wow,
their
you see how fast those spears came out?
This van has minimal side armor.
They don't stand a chance.
Test drive this thing and check out
Little
RC.
cross blade
Drive this for a change.
spear tip.
All right, start
That
her
could
up.
pierce the what we learned it was called hard tack. No, that's a cracker. What was the BattleBots plastic called?
It's remote control.
Hardland, Hardlex,
Lex Guard.
Lex Guard. Those spears could go straight through the Lex Guard.
You almost took out the wall.
I know, right?
Keep turning right.
Yep, keep going right.
Need more throttle there.
Hardtack is what they ate in like the Civil War.
Test
I know, right?
Something different.
John Townsend's video.
Oh,
Test 2, the spike.
Here we go.
oh my God! Look at that! You got it.
It's still stuck on it. Look at it.
Direct hit.
Getting unstuck.
Oh, I think we're stuck.
All right, more throttle.
And more throttle.
Uh-oh.
That's enough throttle. Let's stop.
Just juice it. Just gun it. You'll get off eventually. You're not gonna blow the tires. Don't worry about it.
Now it's Cowboy and Rusty's turn to put their barbecue battle wagon through its paces.
It's like some kind of horror movie that's become some sick reality.
It's too bad they blew up
Early
all the
tests
video,
showed that the
all the
van's main
vehicles
weapon,
at the end.
the cleaver, was too heavy for the
Do we really need to see that again?
This thing just
Well, no,
ain't
it's
cutting it.
sad because they could have like kept these
Rusty's
things
increased the
and
pressure
used
on
them
the
as like
air
extras
from
in
100 to 400
I don't know the
PSI.
Mad Max movies.
Just, yeah, some placeholder cars that get run over by the monster truck. Here we go. Oh my God, that's got to be at least 20 times as fast. They definitely
I know,
dialed
right?
it up. They fixed it. That's it. They won. They don't even have to. The other guys should just give up.
I agree. That's going to do a lot of
They
damage.
knocked those barrels over. There's no way.
And their sweet tooth also.
The other guys got stuck on the barrels.
It's a gravity-operated weapon that will use mass and a sharp edge.
It's like the 4th time they've shown this, I think.
All right, so
yeah,
the
fourth.
remote test, what you'll have to do is run it back.
I like how they're committed to the explosion graphics when they show their names every time. It's like we're 2/3 of the way through the 2nd episode. They're still doing it. Oh, here it comes. Oh no, they're gonna bring down the hammer. Oh, oh! They didn't even censor that.
It's
You-
working.
You can't show that on American cable TV.
Conditions to use it in battle.
Normally, you gotta pay to see a snuff film that bad.
Weapons tested. It's time to check out
Or
the
just
remote
go
control
on,
guns.
I don't know.
Just go on Live Leak.
The Weaponizers explosive team from EOD.
I mean, it does. Granted, it does work. If they backed into it and it did go down. It went through the hood. They drove away. It didn't pull the hood off like it did in the CG that we saw half a dozen times, but it did. I will give them credit where due. The hammer, the spring did drop, and it swung.
Yeah, and it looked like it was pulling the car too.
It didn't swing very fast, but it still landed a hit.
Well, yeah, but we know that they set up hits on occasion, so it'll probably work.
If you need to put a tennis-sized ball hole in the when all else fails, if you can't shoot, they actually just gave up on that. They shot at it and they were like, "No, I'm just gonna push the button."
It's just fantastic. It is just the funniest thing ever. We've got this machine gun mounted in front of this thing. We've got a remote trigger on it. You hit a switch, the thing just lights it up. Boom! Blew up the car.
Hit a switch that lights it up. That's literally the definition of what they did.
Now it's Rusty and Cowboy's turn to test drive their van, with Rusty at the wheel, because he'll be driving during the competition.
Rusty and I are doing a little RC test this afternoon.
Well, the best way to test it would be to
Who's that thing? What's the black Jeep thing? What is that?
I think that's his personal ride.
I wanna see that fight. That'll be better.
For these vehicles, it's a one-lap race.
They're racing? Why?
They are racing.
They don't need to go fast.
This desert field.
See it bouncing all over the place.
I mean, the fact that they've got a person. Oh no! Oh, look at that! Completely eradicated that sign. Splinters turned it into toothpicks. So like the fact that they just had a person in the car next to the van that has the pneumatic cleaver, and like they weren't concerned with the cleaver potentially hurting them. I mean.
If they don't pressurize the gas tank, nothing happens.
It's true, but I still feel like even if it was unpressured, you still wouldn't put a live human being next to it, right? Just for safety's sake?
There are safe ways to do it, but I don't know.
They run out of Black Knights?
In round one, Jimmy and Andrew's task
okay.
to ignite this barbecue.
Oh, that's why. Look, that's the titular barbecue. There's your flamethrowers. Look at this. Chop that light pole right in half.
There's 3 targets. Whoever completes their task twice and makes it to the finish line wins.
That's the same quarry.
Teams need to destroy to get to their targets. Whoever wins round 1 gets possession of Hell on Wheels.
Oh no! They got another one!
They can use in round 2.
Look at that! Look at the fake tank tracks they put next to it. They're like a little cardboard thing. It's adorable.
You simply kill or be killed.
Oh my
I
god.
think that looks cooler than the Black Knight. I realize it's a very relative statement.
You kidding me, man? The Black Knight was the most radical shit I've ever seen.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
So we just have to make sure we pilot the course correctly, hit the targets quickly.
It's the same map as last time. It's literally just reskin.
I say cheat. Cheat. Cheat.
Based.
Goodbye.
Based cheating.
Last minute checks. And
I do remember that was a super heavyweight robot named the Black Knight, right? The gas-powered one?
Yeah, I think I called the guy who owned it at one point trying to get him back into stuff.
That was a cool robot. Just drove over everything.
Rusty drives.
I feel like the Black Knight, the super heavyweight battle bot, could take on both of these stupid ass cars and win.
Probably.
Driving may not be a good tactic. He's already crashed the van once. Happens again in competition, they'll be sitting ducks.
Wait, that was the same guy that built the Dawn of Destruction? That's the same guy?
I'm ready. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch to
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Is it running?
Weapons are hot. We have red light confirmation.
The red light.
3, 2,
Red light means all hell's about to break loose. Look, they're cheating. Wow.
No, it's not doing anything.
They blew that fence up by shooting at it.
And charge ahead. Oh! To make up for a slow start.
Is this the part where the cleaver comes out?
Oh, there we go.
Are they doing it?
Finally.
Oopsie, you have brakes?
Wow. Good thing they built that giant shovel on the front of their car.
Oh, look at that. They just rammed
I
right
wonder.
through it.
I wonder what delay is on this thing. Oh my gosh. Oh!
Awesome.
Looks like we crashed.
Great driving.
See if we can back up.
Andrew's got the van stuck. The teams can't shoot their opponent in round one. If they can't
It's
shoot,
like the fastest I've ever seen that thing go.
so Andrew and Jimmy take aim. Jimmy's shotgun detonated one of the exploding obstacles.
I feel like, again, I don't think it did. I feel like that was fake.
Rusty and Cowboy survived.
I've stopped caring.
Andrew's
I really have.
Cowboy and Rusty be in position for their first target. If their cleaver hits the fuse box,
See, here's the CG, where that's how the cleaver's supposed to work. But you guys know, once they fire, this is it. This is it.
For the pole. Should see the pole.
Well, they
Okay.
hit it.
No. Now watch. Here's what we're gonna do. I paused it right at the right. Look. We're gonna
Well, they
we're,
hit it.
we're gonna slow it down. There's like a little power box or something attached to this pole. This is where the cleaver hit it. Right down here. It's made contact right here. You are right. They swung the cleaver. It hit the pole. Now watch. Look, it cuts through the pole. But watch where the cut is. It's like 6 inches below where they hit. You see that? Did you catch it?
My gosh.
It's
They
like
yeah, they had to pre-cut it because they couldn't actually cut through everything.
It's pre-cut. It's just on there, and they knocked it off the top. You can even see, like, even in this pause, you can see how high the cleaver is compared to the cut, like way down here. They just thought they filmed that. They're like, if we do a jump cut as soon as it hits, no one's gonna notice that they were off by almost a foot. they're gonna hit it, and we're gonna jump cut to the other angle. And we're gonna show it falling down. Yeah. Then they set off the pyrotechnics with that.
Detonated the gas supply. That's target one complete.
Well, that's what you're
for Rusty
supposed
and
to do.
Cowboy. If they blow up one more target, they'll win round one.
Oh, damn it. You know what? They got the target. That means we gotta move on to the second one. Let's just go up that hill.
The next two challenges are on the upper field of the course. It's a race to get there.
If only the real life action was as exciting as the CG implies.
Hill. Sweet to the right, to the right, to the right.
Oh.
It's the most action we're gonna see in this show. They totally fucked it up. Just drove up the side of the hill.
Way to go, Parnelli.
It's over!
That's why the challenge is so short.
Super.
At least we got farther than
Are they gonna give him a chance to self-right?
Than they did.
Yeah, about 15 feet.
I think they may have just disqualified it.
Jimmy and Andrew's
Do I think they faked the rollover?
support crew
I don't know.
to life.
Because one car, if you looked at the wide shot, one of the cars clearly waited for the other to go first.
I agree, but the flip was probably real, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the flip was real by virtue of them just not really being able to see where they're going.
Cowboy joined
Well, yeah,
Jimmy and
'cause
Andrew
that's
on
what
the
they were-
top field.
Because
The
that's what
final
they were
two
trying to
targets
do.
remain.
The whole thing, they were trying to get up to the top, and then he rolled. They had to pause, self-right him, and
Trying to stop. I'll line you up right here.
Jimmy and Andrew charged straight. for
Also,
the
I guess
second
they are
target.
continuing the
They
challenge.
have to hit this ignition switch to explode the barbecue.
All right, I'm going for the spears right now. Here we go.
The spears hit the ignition switch for the barbecue.
it worked.
You got it. Nice.
Yeah, the spikes came out and pushed the stop sign over.
Looks like they got the target number 2. We gotta go for a 3.
And it just so happens, guys, it comes down to the third target. It's 1-1. Who's gonna win?
Rusty and Cowboy
Wow.
are closest to the next target. And they're lining up the cleaver.
Gotta be on it right there, right there.
Cleaver. Firing cleaver.
That time it didn't even fall over. Like they hit it and it kind of like went crooked.
The cleaver worked when it counted. Cowboy and Rusty have blown up the gas supply and are now in front. The finish line and victory await.
Oh, come on. There they go. I hate them.
3, 2, 1.
You see the little smoke pyrotechnics getting set off?
I did. It looked like a bullet hit the dirt over there.
Round 1 complete. Cowboy and Rusty win. 2 of the 3 targets destroyed. Jimmy and Andrew rolled the van, then only managed to ignite 1 barbecue.
Wow.
The last challenge didn't go as we
There was the blast radius. It almost got him.
We're going to move on and we're going to learn from our mistakes.
Time to step it up with the Carnage round. The
Oh,
rules are
yeah.
simple. There are no rules.
Oh, no, there are no rules. Whoa. Yeah, they're just going to fly on each other and they're both going to blow up. That's
By winning round
what happened the first time.
control.
Look who it is! Look who's coming up! Who is that?
Look at him, he's so cute.
Was that called Hell on Wheels? Is that who that was? Look at him,
Yes,
there he
that
is.
Hell on
Look
Wheels.
at that
Look
little
how
boy.
cute he is.
The little shooty boy coming up on that hill.
Ready to go?
The little gas mask view, that's so cute.
Weapons are on.
Who's gonna get him?
and hot.
This is it. Automotive Carnage.
First off the mark.
Jimmy and Andrew quickly see an opportunity as Rusty and Cowboy drive near an explosive
Oh,
target.
they're gonna pull this again. They're like 50 feet away from it. They're like, oh yeah, the blast radius from the fake propane tanks. Definitely. Wow, they were caught. That's it. They're dead.
Was too far away.
They're dead. The shockwave of that blast just would have
He literally
eradicated.
said it was too far away, that's the sad part.
We're stuck. Back up.
Payback time.
Oh, now they just rammed us.
They just went whole hog on that battering ram. They didn't give a shit.
Rusty and Cowboy target Jimmy and Andrew's rear armor.
All right, can you back up?
Yeah. Backing.
Battering ram is gone.
They'll be spiked. But from an angle,
Where'd it go? I didn't. Is it stuck at him?
Ram that spike. Just twist it the rest of the way off.
Oh man.
Oh,
Stop the insanity. They're losing decorations.
Them.
Where'd the spike go?
Oh, man. This is less than bitchin'. Oh, wait. Back up.
oh
I
he
mean-
can move.
Brakes.
Andrew and
You
Jimmy
got guns. You got look.
They
He's
got
back. He's not moving now.
Rusty's taking aim at an explosive target near Jimmy and Andrew.
Wow. This okay.
Is close to
That was
Jimmy and
fake.
Andrew's van.
When all else fails, just cut to a random explosion.
And put a vehicle out of the game.
If there's not enough action going on, hey, that stack of cars, hit that button, blow it up. We gotta get something. Gotta get some action. Wow. What do they shoot at? What blew up? Just cut through an explosion.
In front of us.
Yeah, they finally got it.
That was the same explosion.
Blast has destroyed
You can't fool me.
relay system. Rusty
Wait.
and Cowboy can't operate the van.
Engine's covered.
Oh,
No, I think they're stuck.
The
they
tables
blew
are
the
turned.
receiver.
Now, Cowboy and Rusty's van is a sitting duck. Jimmy and Andrew go in for the kill.
Oh my God, this is they're dead. They're gonna park next to him. They're gonna fire off those pneumatic spikes.
There's only one thing to do.
Stab him right in the heart.
Wheels in.
All right.
Blast them.
Hell on wheels. Go get them.
All right, here we go.
And now's the best. Oh, look, there he comes. They're gonna send out the little guy because the other guy is incapacitated.
He's so cute.
Barbecue.
He's so cute.
Coming down that road.
Look at him.
Oh, baby. Come on.
Try to go
Uh-oh.
around so I can get my guns on him.
Okay. Still right behind
You gotta
me.
try to, or just back up into him.
I'm trying.
Jimmy and Andrew can't
Look,
hit it with their
you
guns.
can't catch him. He's too fast. He's gonna get away. He's too sneaky. Look, oh, where's he going?
Uh-oh.
Look at him. It's like an old cat and mouse show. Hold still. I got something for you.
3, 2,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
They just parked there. They let him.
more fire.
There's nothing left of our van. Wow. That was
There's something left. You can't drive it though, but you know, they didn't put that much explosives in it, just enough to make it look nice.
Just like that.
It was a clean kill. There's just no way. They were done, and they knew it. So, good game.
So I gotta wonder, who did they say? I didn't hear. Who won? Did the red van win?
We dominated this competition.
Cowboy and Rusty won
That one's over.
for the second time in a row. So
I don't know if I
already
agree with
won-
that.
They already won the series.
I don't know if I agree with that because they blew their receiver. They went out first, and then they was like, "Oh, we're gonna send in the little guy."
So
Well, this last episode is called Mad Max. No pun, no nothing. It's just, you know.
rip it off. That's right. Rip that stuff right off. Let's do it.
Here we go.
.avi.
Yeah, man, that's it. It's the way to do it. It's how I downloaded it 15 years ago. Is the .avi.
Oh my gosh.
What, do you want me to convert it to MP4? MKV? With subtitles?
funny.
What do you think this is, anime?
Calvin, Rusty, Jimmy, and Andrew. I don't remember if this is the one where Jimmy and Andrew actually get a break.
Fast cars, high-powered guns, and devastating improvised weapons. All the makings of a Mad Max special.
Oh,
Yes.
they name dropped
This
already.
right here, as seen, as made famous by Mad Max. This scene, this iconic scene, a recreation from Mad Max. You guys remember this scene?
They got rid of the boundaries already.
Oh no.
Oh,
Direct hit! Oh my god!
oh my God.
They're lucky they got away from that fire!
Mad Max faces a post-apocalyptic world where fuel is scarce, but destruction is in full supply.
Wow. That's definitely how fuel
Each team
explodes.
has 1 week to transform an everyday vehicle into a
Got another RV?
war machine.
You think this one cost more than $2,000?
No, it's the same RVs from episode 1.
The objective: destroy the opponent. First up, the guys check out the weapons they'll use to take each other out come annihilation time.
So what do we got this time?
Looking at the same guns for the third time.
Caliber machine gun.
I love that
This
guy.
thing shoots 550 rounds a minute.
Wow, I didn't know that. I haven't seen that gun before.
Oh, there's a Milkwar M32 grenade launcher.
Each team will have a remote-controlled 30 caliber machine gun mounted to their vehicle, ready to shoot
Well, yeah.
apart the other team. With an incredibly fast firing rate, this weapon has been used by the U.S. military since 1919 and is capable
True.
of stopping nearly any vehicle in its tracks with its devastating
Actually,
assault.
there are some countries that we gave them to that are still using them today.
This is mid max instead of Mad Max. No cap. No cap. This is mid for real, for real.
Double the potential rate of fire to the 1919. You have the M250 caliber machine gun,
Oh,
the Madus.
there it is.
50 cal.
The Modus.
The ammunition
Sad
size is
Max.
double that of the 30 caliber gun.
I like, we're just coming up with like alternatives to Mad Max that this could possibly be.
Just devastating. For the weaponizers battle, the 50 cal, used mainly by the military as a vehicle weapon. And
Oh, there we go. There's the obvious one. Darren just said Bad Max.
so the guys check out exactly what this weapon can do.
Let her rip, Jimmy.
I mean, even if it's low-hanging fruit, you gotta go for it.
Oh, look at that.
It's like playing Boggle. Even the 3-letter words, you gotta write them down.
He looks like frickin' Limp Bizkit with his hat and shirt and everything.
Yeah, I like how the dude's name is Fred Durst.
Make the perfect combination.
You just call Limp Bizkit is the band. You just call him Limp Bizkit.
Rigged with explosives.
There's only one guy in Limp Bizkit that anyone cares
Guys
about.
have added a little boom to these barrels.
Yeah, and his name is Fred Durst.
Well, yeah, but would you rather be called Limp Bizkit or Fred Durst?
I think I would rather be called Fred Durst.
Oh god, Fred Durst.
Punishment, baby.
Free
Jimmy's partner
Oh
is Andrew
gosh.
McLaren, a U.S. Marine and
Marine,
weapons and explosives
weapons specialist.
Nice one.
Think you got it?
You're definitely getting it.
The 50 is just an awesome weapon.
Well, yeah. If you
You can feel the compression of the round going off in your chest and your entire body, and it tears holes in anything it hits.
Team number 2 is Cowboy James Holland, a crash engineering
Crash
specialist,
engineer.
animatronics fabricator.
Oh, he is a demolition derby driver. You
Yeah.
called that.
You know, I no, because that's the same facts they put on the first episode. They said he was demolition derby driver. I'm like, I think the guy whose nickname is Cowboy, if they said he was a demo derby driver, I believe it.
Stable, we're firing at what is an extremely short range for the weapon.
Well, yeah, that is true. It is a short range.
Look at this guy's facts. Industrial artist can make any type of balloon animal out of any color balloon. Has eaten at Wendy's twice in one day. Those are the stats. Those are the stats right there.
Oh my.
And sit atop the Weaponizers battlefield, ready to destroy anything in its sights.
I like how there's like shielding around it. It's that corrugated.
Don't forget, once solved the Rubik's Cube using backwards video footage.
Yeah, was that one of the ones from the article?
Oh, actually, the Wendy's twice in one day was too.
Yeah, it was.
I'm
I'm remembering fragments of the art. It's been a decade and a half, but I still remember parts of the article.
And build almost anything with wheels and drive it.
These regular rides will be transformed into weaponized fighting machines. The teams will
Well, no, I think the one where it says can build almost anything with wheels and drive it. I think that was one of the real pieces of trivia they said about the guys in one of the episodes. And then I was like, oh, can make any color, can make any balloon animal out of any color balloon. Oh, they gave him look. They gave him 6 days this time. This is the big build.
They want to shoot gasoline fueled tennis balls.
We got a ring of fire that we shoot them through.
That'll work. That'll work. Solid idea. Solid idea. There's absolutely no way this plan can fail.
That way we don't have to worry about it.
I just don't see it.
I agree.
Risk igniting the entire hopper, and then we got a truck that's on fire with explosive tennis balls in it. And it's all over.
Well, they're not explosive though. They're just covered in gas.
Highly experimental weapon.
No, you see, coating them in gas automatically makes them explosive. Look at this fucking stupid.
This setup needs to be just right. So the tennis balls could either
Wow.
fail to ignite
Don't tell me the car's gonna blow up when they get hit.
impact, but if it works correctly, these pyro projectiles
Oh no.
do some serious
Oh no.
over in the
Yeah.
other garage.
You gotta hit him with about 17 flaming tennis balls before the car goes up in flames, but no, I'm sure they'll stand still long enough for you to do it.
Removing unnecessary parts from the vehicle will make
Oh,
it fast.
Emporio's like they do if you put fireworks in the tennis balls. That's how they.
What car is that? It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Leatherface is lamenting that they're tearing up this car. He's like, no, it's a good car.
Well, what is it? Is it like an old or something?
Just to keep it all together, put it outside, deal with it later.
A vehicle's gas tank is nothing but a bomb waiting to get hit.
No.
Jimmy's
Mythbusters demonstrated you cannot shoot the gas tank and make it. It does not work. That does not happen in reality. It does not happen. You have
And
to
here
use.
the Mythbusters people are making the myth.
Yes.
Again.
They confirmed on Mythbusters the only way to shoot a gas tank and make it blow up is if you hit it with the tracer round from like 50 yards away. That way the incendiary tip has enough time to heat up and ignite the gasoline. But just shooting it with the shit they got on this show, no, that doesn't work.
by removing it altogether
That doesn't.
and replacing
Yeah, I expect this is the company that made Mythbusters. And
job complete.
they're bullshitting on their second show.
Fuel source.
I think.
Cowboy and Rusty look to add
Okay,
one
hold
as
on.
they head out to the desert to work
Front
on their flaming
sight.
projectile weapon.
Hold on. I'm gonna look that up.
As far as my personal relationship with fire goes, I spend a lot of time with it, and it always makes me happy. Our expectations is to be able to take a
Oh, yeah.
tennis ball, cover it in fuel, fire it through a fire source, get it to ignite.
They're gonna look. They're building the tennis. This is it.
See a barrel with a
They're
big
making the
hole in
tennis
it.
shooter right now.
Maybe we can see
All they got to look. They got the electric tennis ball gun. All they got to do is fill it with balls and then pour gasoline in there, like you're mixing a bowl of cereal with milk. Except it's
Yep.
just gasoline and tennis balls,
Okay, I found the place where it's at actually.
pretty nice.
like where they're filming
Target
this.
sighting looks good.
The Front Sight Firearms Training Institute.
Yeah, but they passed the sign earlier in the previous episode.
And stay lit long
Yeah,
enough
and I'm
to
looking
lock
to
on
see
impact.
like what this place looks like.
Definitely on fire. Oh, no, it was on fire. Never mind. I was about to say definitely on fire. But no,
Wow.
the balls are on fire.
He's hitting it back. Whoops.
Yeah, not only is this guy hitting the flaming fireballs back over where there's the propane tanks, he's just standing there without any protection.
Here we have.
He's got the guts. I'll give him that.
Here we have Mr. McLaren, Andrew. All right. Yeah. I'm all set.
I think chat has determined that was a Ford Torino.
Oh my gosh, my dad's first car was a Ford Grand Torino. Which
Yeah.
Apparently someone was on the highway, their car was sticking out, and they hadn't set road flares, so he ended up running into it.
Oh no. Well, they said it's $54,000 on average. It's an expensive car.
Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays, yeah.
I saw one in pristine condition at a car show once, and it was like a. Oh gosh, I would have bought that for my dad if I had the opportunity.
You know what car I still want? I want a DeLorean.
I mean, the DeLorean, like the new DeLorean factory.
Oh, they're making them again? That tennis ball. Look, I don't think the tennis ball machine works anymore. Oh, that's a football pitcher, right?
Baseball pitcher.
Baseball pitcher.
Close enough. And you can shoot a tennis ball.
Oh no, the ones for footballs have two wheels. Because they shoot it and then the second wheel makes it go in a spiral.
Pretty much.
Like a perfect throw.
We're going to a cue ball, which is considerably heavier, probably twice the weight. We're hoping for a corresponding increase in accuracy and damage.
Yeah, no, this is the reason why square bodies. That is, yeah, they're all expensive. You know, they're the perfect size to get hit by Bigfoot.
Here's the thing I don't get. Why don't they just overvolt it?
The target to fit the gun.
Oh, come on now. I know it. Hey, Jimmy and Andrew, can you drive?
Like, can't they just rip the speed limiter out of it and make it, shoot the thing at atomic
they probably could.
velocities or something?
Direct hit.
Wow, that actually hit.
If that, just imagine the damage that would have done if that was on fire.
To the vehicle.
I mean, hey, those are billiard balls. They can catch on fire.
Steel projectiles will pack a bigger punch
That damage.
to do real damage.
They may have put a dent in that hood.
And to overhaul the machine to give it maximum firing.
The man is shooting the tenant. That's the fun part, is putting him in the shooter. The bad part is the guy who's walking out there holding his shirt out in front of him, picking him back up.
Inflict damage on the other team. Over in the other garage.
Oh no, I love Bigfoot the monster truck. Hey, this is off topic. I don't have it yet because my brother Reflex is working on it for me. But he drives monster. He's the driver of Stone Crusher for Monster Jam, and he works. He's worked in the same garage as Bigfoot and Bob Chandler, the owner of Bigfoot. And the last time my brother was down here to visit, I gave him my copy of Bigfoot for the Nintendo NES, and I was like, the next time you see Bob, can you get him to sign this for me? So, oh my God, look at what they're doing here. Yeah, that worked the first time.
Against any attack with a defensive and offensive armoring plan.
Every bit of armor that we put on.
Yeah, Bigfoot turns 50 this year. Half a century.
Out in the scrapyard the other day, I found a
Just think, one man's desire to put really big tires in a truck spawned an entire industry.
That dream big, man. Don't like that. People probably told Bob Chandler that was the stupidest idea on the planet, and he was like, "No, man, but watch, I'm gonna do it." And then he did it, and now look at it. So, if you got
it is a stupid idea, but people love stupid
it is a stupid idea, but it's still really badass. So let Bigfoot be an inspiration to chase your dreams, no matter how stupid people tell you they are. It's cool if it's cool to you. Do it.
Rusty's concerned not only about the
The worst part is that Bigfoot doesn't even, the OG Bigfoot is literally just a static hull in front of the shop now.
Yeah, but they have chassis that look like the original '70s version on contemporary frames. Still run.
Makes sense.
Yeah, because I remember when Mattel and Hot Wheels, they own they have the contract to make toys in the likeness of Bigfoot. So when they started doing their own monster truck show after Monster Jam dumped them, they actually used their access to the Bigfoot license to bring Bigfoot back to the live show. And I I had never seen. I've seen Bigfoot like parked out front of like Firestone tires before, but I had never seen it in action. So I bought a ticket to the show just to see it go. It was really cool. Anyways, they're breaking windows or some shit. I don't know what they're doing. They're fucking taking them 5 tries to throw a sledgehammer at a window.
Oh. This is so cursed. Because that car, I'm not going to say it's, you know, the most common classic car, but...
As Andrew's glass smashing party goes on and on.
He's using the Halligan again.
And on.
Couldn't you have just picked a better car for this?
Cowboy and Rusty decide to bolster their defenses by adding massive amounts of armor to their vehicle.
The very next thing you do is grab a cutting torch, start slapping plate all over it, and make this into an incredibly bad vehicle. It's just like frame out big pieces and should go pretty quickly.
That's how you spell Halligan, I think.
Honestly, looking at this one right here was my favorite vehicle. Out of all the ones they ever put together, the truck with all the armor plating on it, that was my favorite.
Make it look kind of like a homemade post-apocalyptic tank.
Or something from Mexico.
It's almost like I hardly recognize the beast anymore.
We needed to retain access to the hood, so we decided to split it in the middle, and it still lets us get at everything really quickly, which is important.
Huh. That's actually pretty smart.
We installed all this stuff, and then we cut it in half so that we could access... Is that a grappling hook? You're gonna fight with a grappling hook? Oh, that buzzsaw, that's rigid right there. There's no way that's gonna bend on the axle. No way. No way. That's gonna cut through anything. The first spinner, that didn't work. But this one is gonna work the second time. Just watch. Just watch.
Oh, agreed.
It's gonna work.
Oh my god, I didn't realize your brother looked like JonTron.
Wait, did you look up my brother?
On the monster truck wiki.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna have to tell him that. I was fucking around with the Bing AI picture generator the other day, and I told it to make me a picture of JonTron playing Star Wars Kinect, and it knows who JonTron is, because the picture it spit out looks like 90% like JonTron, and the remaining 10% is the uncanniest, most uncomfortable shit I've ever seen.
We should maybe make some type of a grappling hook weapon that
grappling hook
and hooks onto the other vehicle.
I just sent you the picture.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah, isn't that cursed? It looks like him, but not. Something's wrong.
Another possibility is just to take the tailgate, take it off the hinge, put a couple screws in it, just enough to keep it going. We fire the grappling.
Here, can I post the link in Twitch chat? Will it work here too, or will it kill the link? I look at there he goes.
Oh god, it shows up in full screen. It's so cursed. Everything just about this is cursed.
Okay, so the goal with the look at that. So wait, the goal with the grappling hook is it's an anchor. They shoot the grappling hook at the car. It hooks on. It yanks off the tailgate, which is covered in spikes for some reason, and it slows them down.
Yeah.
They think that many steps are going to happen in that order.
Okay, they've reused this over and over again.
They gotta show you how it works, just in case you missed the first 2 episodes.
But yeah, but they could have more explosion.
That is true. Look. He's got his gamer glasses on. That's the Alienware laptop. He's playing Counter-Strike or RuneScape. He's doing one of them.
I have the irony is I have an Alienware laptop, and it's in rough shape now from like years of using it and abusing it.
I remember 20 years ago when I was in high school, like the one thing I wanted more than anything, I wanted an Alienware computer. So there's like the purple rounded case with the fucking alien face and the eyes molded into it. I'm like, that's the coolest thing. I want that. I would spend $2,500 on that. Still kind of want one, but.
That is awesome. Truth is, we're going to be operating at a pretty close range.
Darren says that the guy with the gamer glasses on the laptop, he says, nah, he was writing that comment. They filmed him, like, as the show happened, he knew that the article was going to get written, so he wrote the comment in advance.
Andrew's military training and Jimmy's record-setting racing experience, you can bet these guys will be on top of their game.
Look at that saw blade, man. You think that's carbide tip? It better be carbide tip. That's the secret.
I don't.
I'm gonna tack this.
I have no idea.
This sprocket to see what kind of chain alignment I can get.
Terrible.
Used a piece of
Terrible
reel
chain
on it
alignment.
here. We mounted the clutch handle on it with the run and stop switch. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to get caught.
Are they attaching it to an engine again?
Yep.
Is it, don't worry, this will work this time, though. I still have faith. Oh, wow. Look at that. They even put a little swirly on it, so you can tell it's spinning.
They shouldn't have. That way when it breaks down, no one would know.
Yeah, when the axes were just there and not spinning, very obvious the weapon wasn't working.
Oh my gosh.
Muscle cars, metal armor, machine guns, and a massive array of devastating devices. These Mad Max machines are ready for action. Rusty and Cowboy have taken
I will say,
and armored like a tank.
This one, where they put the bulldozer or the excavator scoop on the front of the truck, that looks pretty cool. I like that.
Honestly, that one was my favorite one.
I like the shape.
A steel ball cannon sits top mounted, and out the back is a grappling gun ready to hook and disable the opponent. Jimmy and Andrew have chosen speed over protection, going extremely minimal on their armor. They're hoping a fast
They added like what, like 3 strips of armor?
With their forward-mounted 30 caliber
I
machine
don't actually remember. Oh, they've got an actual armored turret there. That looks pretty good.
Each vehicle's tires have been filled with a hardening foam.
Oh, there we go. We got those Hostess tires again.
Yep. You can actually do that pretty cheap too.
Jimmy and Andrew start by firing up their saw blade weapon to see what kind of damage it can do.
Why are they actually driving it?
They have it. Oh my God. Oh, they're throwing watermelons at it. Oh, that looks like a hot knife will slice it in half. That's it. It can cut through this watermelon. It can cut through anything.
Let's see. Hold on.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
It did actually cut
You're kidding
through.
me. That didn't happen. That was CG. They didn't really do that.
Works well, but unfortunately, the other team won't be pounding them with produce.
How is that disc not cutting through the very fabric of time itself?
Look at how beautiful that looks.
No, like I said, the bulldozer scoop, I like that one. I like the truck. Credit where due, it looks cool.
We have a minor concern in that the scoop out forward of the vehicle, we're going to have to be careful on terrain that we don't dig into something. If we have
It's
to dig some
angled
dirt,
up. You'll be
well,
fine.
you know, that's the price we pay.
No, I think it's getting ready to happen. I think these guys drive into these barrels and they get stuck on the front end. They get impaled and they don't come off or something. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Sweet. Where'd it go? I can't see it.
Take out these other 2 barrels. Right at it. Right now.
They're gonna get stuck. Oh! Oh, all of them! All the barrels.
Well, the Mad Max vehicle,
Yeah, this car, pretty cool.
and when it hits something,
When you put it on a nice flat surface and let it get up to speed, I could definitely see that doing some damage. Like the first thing in this show that would do actual damage.
the Mad Max
Oh
vehicle,
look, they were
when it
showing the
gets in the
barbecue
electronics of
episode
Jimmy
after
and Andrew's
this.
vehicle.
This wrecking machine seems devastating. Jimmy and Andrew's decision to go severely light on armor.
Look at the saw blade! Look, it's way up there!
Andrew's feeling like his Mad
I
Max
know.
vehicle wouldn't be complete
It's so high.
without a killer crossbow.
I think someone pointed that out in chat earlier.
Explosive tip.
I didn't realize it was that high.
Explosive tipped crossbow.
Exactly.
Is that just straight up a regular ass crossbow?
There we go.
Yeah, with an explosive tip. Those things work like
Definitely exploded.
Living up to its expectations.
Yeah, it's slightly
They
disappointing.
should have activated the thing, the remote thing they had on the backside of that plywood to imply that that was explosive.
Here we go. Keep your fingers crossed. Come on, big money. Oh, woohoo! It actually worked yet.
See, it does explode. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it couldn't even damage plywood.
I think there's only one way to really tackle this problem. I think I got a solution.
This show was produced in 2009. You know what else came out in 2009?
What?
That really bad reboot of the Turok game. In Turok, he does use, he's famous for his explosive tipped arrows. So they must have seen that. They were like, we got to do it.
I hope not. I really do.
Wow, they really detonated that. A bullet did all of that. You telling me?
They can't be fixed with a fully automatic machine gun.
Well, that is true.
Across the desert,
Who's this guy?
Weaponizers explosives team from
Oh, that's the look. They're rigging. They're showing the guys that are actually putting the bombs on there.
How high do you think it's going to come up?
There's no telling, but we'll go ahead and get them up in the air, and maybe we can put it down the hill and not even have to see it anymore.
Looking forward to it.
Let's do this.
All right.
This dude thought he was gonna be on Mythbusters because the production team behind Mythbusters hired him, and he probably told his wife and kids, he's like, guys, I'm gonna be on Mythbusters, and he fucking gets out to the desert and they have him do this shit. Probably pissed him off.
Almost got it. That was really close. One more time. Fire!
There's a lot of jittering going on that gun when they're shooting. You telling me that's shock mounted?
Well, no, it's just the blast causing the camera to jostle around.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Oh, there you go. The guy had to he pushed the wrong button the first time. He pushed the button on the box. He's like, oh, we didn't wire anything to that button. It must be this button. Oh, there we go.
Next, the Mad Max machines face off, and the war begins.
Oh, yeah. When's Lord Humongous gonna make an appearance?
Plus 2 teams of Weaponizers builders equals 2 insane vehicles ready to destroy each other.
Boom!
These two are definitely the coolest.
Is about to begin.
Yeah, this is the coolest set of cars in the show. Save the best for last. Guys, look, it's that quarry again. And they're putting the traps in the same spot as the last time. Just keep putting them there.
Carnage round. The goal, annihilate your opponent. In the post-apocalyptic movie, The Road Warrior, Mad Max was in a war to control valuable...
I can't believe it's not
The
Mythbusters.
first round of this battle, the teams will fight to either protect or destroy 3 main fuel supply targets.
Yeah, when this show, they're gonna get that much accuracy on it. Yeah, they definitely will. That's gonna go exactly as planned.
Thereby protecting the fuel
They when this show was coming out,
or destroy most of
when they were announcing the pilot episodes, they really harped on from the producers of Mythbusters thing. Like they said that.
And the at least 2 machine guns per vehicle.
Yeah. They really played up, you know, hey, the same people that brought you Mythbusters are doing this show now. They were hoping that would be enough to float it, but it just didn't pan out.
Triggers hooked up?
Darren, I know it's taken 3 episodes for someone to notice, but he's like, it's nice to see they designed the challenges around these very specific weapons. We got the saw blade, got the tennis ball shooter. Are they still shooting tennis balls, or did they upgrade the billiard balls? I don't know.
I think billiard balls.
Man, it's a lot of damage. Who would win, guys? Who would win in a fight? Half-inch thick plate steel or a 6-ball?
Oh, clearly the 6-ball. 6-ball would blow up on contact.
Let the destruction begin.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Those little fuel depot things, they do look cool, I have to admit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Go.
Extremely impractical, but...
All right, there they go.
They should, yeah, they should have used the they should have used the stone ball from Mythbusters, the cannonball that got away and went through that person's house. That did some damage.
Yeah, it might be a little sluggish on the hill.
Understatement.
To the right here, so we can line up on that.
Jimmy and Andrew line up to clear an explosive obstacle.
Let's take a shot. Ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely watch out for those 3 barrels that are standing. Yeah, thank God you got those out of the way. Could have been a disaster.
Almost definitely fake.
Now it's Rusty and Cowboy's turn to do some damage.
Fire on there, fire on the barrels there.
Firing!
So I like how, like, the rules, the rules of this challenge state that you cannot shoot the other car, but you can shoot everything else.
Obstacles cleared, and the teams make a dash.
And shoot is in quotation, like 3 quotation marks.
Shot on it, I think. Line up on the target.
All right, we're almost there. Almost there. Keep backing up.
Oh, I got a perfect.
They're just gonna let him take fire. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna cut this tape, or they're gonna shoot the tennis ball. Oh my God! Right in the nick of time. Look at that.
Boom.
There's nothing they could do.
Now that probably wasn't Eminol.
They're too
They had
fast.
some incendiary explosive in there.
Had a shot at blowing up the cart, but Jimmy quickly maneuvered in to release the cart.
Going by the replay, the saw blade wasn't even spinning when they hit the tape.
To the lower field to target
Well,
number
yeah.
All right, we got away. Let's go.
Why can't they just go for number 3?
Yeah, one team goes for one target, and the other team goes for the other one. Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I guess he couldn't do that because
Cowboy and Rusty get to
if
the target
they're
first to try to blow away the burning cart and protect the fuel supply.
I'm gonna go hot. All right, firing the ball.
Hey, look this. They're loading up the billiard balls.
Firing.
They think they fucked it up.
Felt the concussion.
I don't think it was supposed. I don't think it was supposed to do that.
I just got it.
They did. They did.
They unleashed the power of the 11 ball, and it took out the entire fuel depot.
The game is tied, and now it's a race to the last target.
Let's go to the next one. We're already ahead of them. Let's just go take the next one.
Guys, I can't believe it. There's 3 targets in this best 2 out of 3 contest, and the score is all tied up 1-1.
Their machine gun.
I know, right?
I just don't believe it.
All right, man.
Yeah, I feel like Double Jeopardy's cannon from BattleBots would be stronger than the billiard ball shooter.
Ooh.
I didn't see that one coming. Did you?
Didn't see it coming.
But they hit
What do you mean you didn't see it coming? They painted it bright red and put that cord underneath it.
and move in to take a
Everyone saw that coming.
All right, go.
Hang on.
I know.
There we go.
Ready? I feel left a little bit.
You're getting it.
Here you go.
final target destroyed.
Beautiful.
Jimmy and Andrew take the lead. If they can cross the finish line before Rusty and Cowboy, they win.
But they had got 2 of the targets, so why does it matter who crosses the finish line first?
I have to agree.
Go for the finish line.
The guys who scored the most points won. Like, what is this, like, oh, we're down, we didn't win by points, but we're gonna get to the finish line first, and we're gonna cheat and win.
Oh.
Nice, man, those rocks are right there. You just turn straight into them. This show is like the worst version of Vigilante 8 I've ever seen.
He's gone, man.
Wait, is that actually what happened? The guys who lost on points just won because they got the finish line first?
Brutal.
This is better than
Uh,
Christmas. Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's better than Christmas, but it's got to be up there.
I'm gonna be straight with you. We've watched 3 of these episodes, and I still don't know who's on what team.
It's the
They're all blending together at this point.
I mean, I don't know who drives what car because they're all remote, so I don't know whose car is what. I'm just,
Now it's time for the Carnage round. In this round, it's no holds barred. Bring everything you've got until one vehicle is sent to its grave. Since
Good way
Jimmy
to
and
put
Andrew
it.
won the challenge round by attacking more fuel depots than Rusty and Cowboy.
yeah, no, okay. The saw blade was spinning until it made contact with the target. and then it just stopped.
They now get command of a remote-controlled 50 caliber machine gun, which gives them a huge advantage in destroying Rusty and Cowboy. The vehicles will start at opposite ends of the arena for this final battle. And in order
That's
to
about
avoid
opposite.
destruction,
It's not like there's another path on the other side of that car.
which
They
they
could have been.
right?
It's, you know.
at explosive targets around the field.
Why put them at 3 and 9 when you can put them at 10 and 2?
Let the battle begin.
All right, going hot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
Right away, Rusty tries to wreak some havoc by targeting an explosive obstacle.
All right, I'm gonna fire a rocket off and.
An explosive obstacle. Oh, look, the fireworks company hooked them up again. What are they shooting at? They're not even close to the other guy. They're just like, oh, there's barrels? Better blow them up.
But Jimmy and Andrew have a surprise.
There's not enough action. We gotta cut. Oh, that's it. Look, they're gonna catch him right here.
Well, hang on. I want to line it up and
Corner.
so we can't blast
Let's
these
see.
guys when they come through here.
Okay.
Look. Oh, those are barrels. I'm like, they're just parked there. Nice.
Ooh,
Definitely
not
got
even
him.
close. Not even close.
That was rude. Take that.
See, they can hear each other.
Huge explosion, but no damage done. Now it's Cowboy and Rusty's turn to employ the same strategy as Jimmy and Andrew move up the hill.
Machine guns, firing. Oh, look at that, look at that. And
We're going up here.
all right, keep going straight.
Ooh.
What are they? Who's shooting? Again, I'm just seeing wide shots of cars with gun sound
They may
effects.
have ripped up part of their vehicle.
Smoking.
Doing the Vinci
Looks
catapult.
like we might be overheating.
And then another episode.
To avoid a possible
Weaponizers.
attack from the 50 cal, Rusty and Cowboy keep on the move.
These guys are like, it's over. Are they gonna hit the same rocks again?
Looks like we're stuck.
But they get their front bucket jammed.
Fucking
in
idiots.
The same rock pile that snagged them before.
We're hung up on some debris. All right, it's truck versus
Guys,
So bad.
those rocks, they haven't moved since the last time you were there.
And are back on the
They're
move,
still there.
heading into the lower
It's the rocks. Rocks tend to be in the same spot most of the time.
Wait.
Go to the right.
Hang on.
Jimmy, you are a vindictive person. They're lining up
Well,
with us with a
you
rocket
only
so
won
bad.
twice, so.
Oh my god, they're gonna unleash the... who's stuck? Who's got the tennis balls? Oh, the tennis balls guys are stuck. Direct hit.
Wow, that worked so perfectly.
Try again. You missed.
Andrew was firing at an explosive target on Cowboy and Rusty's vehicle, but the wayward rocket just missed. Cowboy floors their
Oh, look, they just magically came back to life. It's almost like they weren't actually stuck. They were just kind of parked there.
Take that, suckers.
Cowboy and Rusty.
Wow,
chase
that did nothing. Nothing
I think those were fake muzzle flashes. That's why it didn't do anything to the plate steel.
Awesome. Here we go.
But Jimmy and Andrew
Oh, they're driving out of the CG. Don't go there.
Oh my.
You don't want to go there. That's like big rigs when you go backwards too fast, too far, and you fly out of the map. You don't want to go out there.
Going.
Well, yeah, but if you go fast enough, you'll be everywhere in the CGI at the same time.
Look at that. They fired off one bottle rocket and hit 2 different targets.
I know, right?
How'd they do that? That's crazy.
Hey, wait, their truck's moving.
It's almost like it's staged.
Maybe high
I
speed.
know, right?
Rusty and Cowboy have gone into a ditch.
Oh, are they stuck over there?
Once again,
Again?
the bucket is stuck, and the weight of their vehicle just has them digging in.
Our car is not moving at all.
Go closer, go closer, go closer. Kill shot, come on, they're done, they're wounded. They're wounded. Go straight, I'm gonna light them up.
Andrew and Jimmy move in for a kill shot.
Turn around and get him with the saw blade. Cut it and slice him up.
Rusty's quick on the trigger.
Oh, they're gonna do it.
And firing in. Whoa! Way off.
Wow.
That worked.
They missed.
That worked.
Pays them back with a little love tap.
Oh my god, it's over. Oh, that saw blade.
Here, go forward.
Cut in twain.
Punished now.
All right.
There's 2 cars out there now. They cut them right in half.
That's good as
It's like a flex tape commercial.
Take that, huh?
Why don't we put them out of their misery?
With Cowboy and Rusty solidly dug into the dirt, Andrew and Jimmy clear out because the forecast is calling for lead.
Oh no, they're gonna get him with the 50 cal from downtown. They're gonna hit him. That thing that looks steady. They're gonna shoot from downtown. Look at that. This is blowing up all of the bombs on that half of the quarry. They're doing them all.
Andrew misses their vehicle, but nails a huge explosive target right in front of them.
We're stuck here. I'm gonna dump whatever ammo I've got.
Rusty's getting a desperate shot off.
Firing!
But Andrew has him outgunned with the remote-controlled 50 cal.
I wonder if they could have shot after 50 cal. He's not even hitting him. Look at that.
Are those sparks from the bullets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are 50 cal, like M20, I think they are, APIT. Armor piercing incendiary tracers.
It stings. I feel every single one of them.
Andrew's hitting Cowboy and Rusty's vehicle. But now he needs to zero in on the explosive target.
These guys couldn't hit something with a turreted gun when they were behind it physically. Do you really think they can hit it remotely? Oh my god.
Oh, there they go.
They finally hit something.
Wow. Jimmy and Andrew won.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
They
it.
actually won. Wow. Well, actually, it wasn't
Look at
really
that. They
so
had
much
that.
they won.
They had that perfect.
Rusty
Did you
and
see
Cowboy
that? They had that perfectly framed so the high speed could catch it, right? It just so happened they were right there. They're like, guys, it just so happens.
See,
That's
I told you they're connected. See?
it's like they were like, guys, guess what? It just so happens we got the high speed camera pointed directly at that spot. So shoot them with the 50 cal. Light them up. Light them up. We'll catch it in 500 frames a second. Play it in slow motion on the show. They'll show it again too.
Boom.
Great. Great. This article was published originally March 22nd, 2010. So pretty much about 14 years ago I wrote it for a show that happened 15 years ago. So let me let's relive the greatest hits of this. Oh wait, hang on. Okay. Before we do that, Darren has linked to IMDb. There's a user review that gives it a 9 out of 10. It says, okay, look at this. Nobody bothered to update the page on IMDb, so the page for Weaponizers says 2009 to presumably present day. Show's still going. This review is from a parallel universe where Weaponizers got 16 seasons and it's still on the air. This post is from June 1st, 2009, probably around the time that the show originally aired. Destruction and mayhem. Think of it as I choked on this because it's not even the right name. Think of it.
I was gonna say, you want to let me do it? I'll do it.
Yeah, you read it. You do it. You're good.
Right. Think of it as Bot Wars meets
Bot Wars.
Prototype this with a weekly theme. Two teams battle it out to beat the other team by destroying the opponent's car by any means possible. Dudes armor plate cars, mount them with machine guns and rockets, then hide in bunkers, operating them by remote control, and ultimate to the death, Carmageddon. Oh, that's a classic reference. No one will get that. Is it the censored one? Yeah, probably the censored one. From the Mythbusters producers, the formula resembles a lot of those DIY reality shows. Two teams of master builders compete against each other to build a sicker, more destructive, remote-controlled kill-mobile. They don't just tear up muscle cars a la Animal House. These blokes use innocent shuttle buses and ice cream vans, too. Well, that's literally all they did.
It's crazy.
Once built, there are two tiers of competition. First, the weaponized cars have to blow up fuel depots or medieval fortresses, stuff that doesn't necessarily fight back, I suppose. In round 2, it hits high gear with a gloves-off test, quote-unquote, of combative capability and remote-control driver technique until the smoke clears and there's only one vehicle left. 2 out of 6 found this helpful.
If I was logged in, I'd make it. 2 out of 7 found it helpful. But I'm not signed in on my laptop. that's like this chat. I choked on it because when I said it, I was about to say something. But Bot Wars, right? You talk about Robot Wars, talk about BattleBots. What is Bot Wars? What is this? Also, he mentions the show Prototype This. I haven't thought of that show in like 15 years. Like, with the qualifications they provided, they may as well have listed, here's, I quoted this earlier because I remembered it, can make almost any kind of balloon animal out of any color balloon, once solved the Rubik's Cube using backwards video footage, or even has eaten at Wendy's twice in one day.
I've eaten at Wendy's twice in one day.
I think we all have. That's something. That's the great equalizer.
What about eating at Wendy's 3 times in one day?
That's too far. You can't do it 3 times. You can do it twice. You can get away with it.
I've done it. I've eaten.
No, you haven't. You have no one's done that and lived to tell the tale.
I absolutely have. There was a Wendy's right near me, and literally the day after I did it, they went out of business.
Because you put them out, you ate them into destitution. You went too far. You bought too many Baconators, Mark. They couldn't replenish the stock. The manager's in the back room crunching the numbers on the old fucking mechanical calculator. He's pulling his hair. He's like, "We can't do this. We're done. That's it. It's over." It says the producers made a huge deal about putting at least 2 machine guns on each car that can be used to open fire at whatever moves. But for all the hype, not once in any of the 3 episodes of the show do you actually see the guns attached to the cars shoot. You hear them shoot.
Wrong about that.
Maybe. You hear them shoot by means of shitty stock sound effects, but never once do you see any bullets, any spent casings, or any bullet holes.
We did.
I don't remember seeing the holes. I remember seeing casings fall out at one point.
We saw the holes when they were doing the testing with the door. There were like 2 holes because they have terrible.
Yeah, but those were. I don't think those were the same guns as on the car. Like, they were standing there holding the rifles, shooting it to test it. But then, like, those are different than the ones they put on the car. Like, those were prop guns. I'm convinced.
Well, no. The one he was using to shoot at the door was an M1919 that went on.
Oh no, I believe that gun was real, but I just don't think, like, when they put them on the cars, I don't, you know. The thing that gets me is, like, when they're shooting at in the first episode, when they're shooting at those castle towers, like, if there were bullet holes on, it would be really obvious if they were making bullet holes on that thing. In one episode, a team opts to have pneumatic harpoons that fire from the side of their van, and when they are tested in the garage, they look hellacious. Once they are thrown into combat, though, the pistons go flaccid and are never even used. I think those weren't the ones that fired off. Those were the ones that they
were on the side and they were supposed to go in and out and whatnot.
Yeah, those were the ones that fired off. They had 4 of them set up. This one there was only 2, and they didn't even use them.
They used them in the trial, but they didn't use them in the fight.
Yeah, they hit the one target. And then there's a screenshot of the. Remember when I paused the video and showed you guys, like, where the cleaver hit?
The exact screenshot.
Yeah,
literally. Oh,
yeah, it is the exact screenshot. It's that frame. You know what's real? You know what's weird? Is actually kind of flipping through this article. I didn't really go as hard on the show as I thought I did. I really just kind of pointed out how it was mostly just staged, and that
until you got to the Carnage round, and then you went really hard on it.
Yeah, and then we kind of read that with the drinking game. We read that earlier in the show, but
I wonder how many people actually drank to it.
Well, we did lose some viewership. We lost about a half dozen people. So
I mean, Darren, you're talking about how there's no information about the show online. I mean, yeah, literally Lobster Wars is a Wikipedia article, and this doesn't.
Yeah, I mentioned that back in the article, yeah. So, but I remember, like, I could have sworn I went harder about this show, which is weird because, like I don't. As we were watching this show, I was trying to remember, like, I was trying to think which one of these 4 assholes would be most likely to leave me a nasty comment because I made fun of the stupid show they were on. And I couldn't quite figure it out. But
I think it was Jimmy. I don't think it was Jimmy. I believe it was either Rusty or Cowboy. Because I remember at one point we talked about this. It was years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Probably when the website was still up.
Yeah.
And I remember you said, I believe, it was either Rusty or Cowboy.
Maybe. I could, you know.
I have no idea how that they got in touch with you or how you remembered, but it was one of them.
Yeah, no, I just remember because they left the comment on the article, and I just saw the comment. I was like, oh, I got a new comment on my post, and I'm like, oh wow, it's from one of the people on the show. It's really long too, and they're really mad because their show sucks. So
well, let's see. What are we gonna have to tune into next time? The Guess the PBS Idea channel video game, the 12 worst search terms used to find TwilightFoundry.com.
Oh no.
The McDonald's BattleBots toys reviewed and deconstructed. I actually have a full set of them.
I do too.
I'm not going to tear them apart, but
I bought a whole new set just to tear them apart for that article.
The 29 most distressing stills from Space Jam.
It's a good article. I didn't write that one, but that's a good article.
The 144 stupidest new GTLD domains. What is a GTLD domain?
So you know how now for the longest time you had .com, .net, .org, .gov.
Yeah.
Well, a few years ago they added .xyz, .ninja, so that article I think that's Roastmaster's article. He wrote it. There was I don't know if the link still works, but there was a link to a page on GoDaddy, and it was there was a bunch of proposed new TLDs, and they were called GTLDs. I don't exactly remember why, but they basically they didn't approve all of them, but there's a lot of new ones. I want to find out 10 years ago what actually were the 12 worst search terms used to find TwilightFoundry.com.
Has anyone died from eating bean-boozled jelly beans?
And my only response to that is yes, and it's a link to the article I wrote where I ate those. How much is a George Bush Liberia $20 coin worth? This one is actually Gatorbox related, but back in the day, I actually wrote an article about this article name wouldn't fly today. The 7 most retarded collectible coins. Couldn't call it that today, but I talked about the $20 coin, which is a World Trade Center's silver certificate. I actually eventually went. I bought one on eBay to do a Gator. Okay, this fucking thing, the 9/11 pop-up coin that I've had behind me this whole time on the set. I bought one of these and the silver certificate, and it was either for this or it was for the silver certificate. The listing said $20 or best offer. I offered them $9.11, and they fucking took it.
Of course they took it.
They took it.
Hold on. Is it an ounce or more of silver?
I don't know what it is. It's just it's just silver leaf that's pressed onto cardstock.
Well, yeah.
I'm really glad I opened up this article because one of them is Weaponizers is fake. It really is. So, real quick, I want to thank Fusion/Mark for hosting this stream with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this was kind of a spur of the moment dealio. You know, Mark has asked me in the past that we should do something with not robo games. I got that on the mind. I'm pissed off.
We didn't even talk about that.
I'm pissed off about robo games still. About Weaponizers. And I'm like, yeah, we can do that someday. And, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we'll do it someday. And then, someday, never happens. But I was like, you know what? We should fucking do this for real. He reminded me the other day. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Mark, thank you for coming out to the stream. Thank you for hosting. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and being patient as we tried to figure out how I can stream something to Mark in Discord and then also watch the video at the same time in OBS. Again, all new territory for me. Yeah, I usually run a pretty simple show here, so this was very advanced. But thank you guys for coming out to the stream. I'll see you guys back on Friday. And thank you again, Mark, for hosting. Hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for checking out this video by Gatorbox. To see more videos like it, please subscribe to the channel. You can also support this project financially at patreon.com/Gatorbox. You can also follow us at twitch.tv/Gatorbox to catch us live every Friday night at 9 p.m. Central Time
for our main show. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.